We back in the building. It's Thursday, episode 417 of the Rise and Grind podcast. I'm Roderick.
I'm Cari.
We here, man.
Yup. Back to back on them, man. One more time. 2
times for the back to back. Yes, sir. Man. And 3 times for you. How you feel?
I like that. I feel good, man. How you feeling?
Before we get in, you felt the J. Cole I had him. One time for the city.
Oh God.
Yeah, but
2 times for you.
I feel good. If I'm answering your question, we're back in on Thursday. A back-to-back pod always feels good. The week's been good for me. I low-key feel like we've blazed through this week. I got a good feeling. Pre-production was good. I took a look at all of those topics and I'm like, ooh, we got some interesting shit.
Yeah, we got a good Thursday lined up for y'all.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. How do you feel though?
Feeling good as well. Just like you mentioned, man, this week been kind of fast. Also, like I agree, it's already Thursday. We're already flying to the weekend. Mother's Day, got things planned, obviously, so I feel good though, just to be back in the studio, back, locking in on things. Like you mentioned, pre-production was great. We were watching playoffs. We were handling business, talking business. You know what I mean? So I feel great. Like, honestly, man, I feel really, really good being back in here on a Thursday.
Same. Can't complain. I felt like there was something that I was going to try to get at before we got into like intros, but the more we get in and we start talking, the ADHD kicks in and all of that starts to flow out of my brain. If I think about it, I'll get ADHD again and just bring it up out of fucking nowhere.
Come back.
Yeah. We could be talking about Drake and wow.
Let me ask you though. I know it's May 7th.
Now, it is May 7th.
When is school over?
22nd.
22nd.
So yes,
2 weeks, 15 days.
Technically, yes, 2 weeks. Now school is over on that day, but because I'm staff, that's not necessarily the end of my school year. Mm-hmm. The thing that it's kind of frustrating. It actually is pretty frustrating. Most teachers, they work 189 days. So, and I'm so serious, for the rest of like the actual workforce, that's why like when motherfuckers say like, oh, teachers, we need more money. Like we are responsible for the education of all the children and we don't get paid enough. I definitely understand that. And like, if you think about putting knowledge into everybody's brains to move forward in their adult life, it is more important than a lot of people think. Mm-hmm. But these niggas are getting paid 60, 70, 80 plus, especially if you go up into like administration realms, to work 189 days out of the year. That's why, like I said, I came from, and I've said this multiple times on the pod, because I've come from customer service in different realms of the workforce before getting here, I can understand how coddled and entitled the school system is. Like, we need more money, we need raises. Nigga, you work half a year. I don't know math that well, but doubling 189 is, do you get 3? Yeah, you get around 365, almost 370, something like that. Right. But my nigga, you're getting paid what everybody else is getting paid to work half the year. So their 189 ends on May the 22nd. So on the last day of school, there's this teachers like meeting, and it's not even necessarily like a meeting. It's just like a luncheon basically, and you get to stay as long as it takes you to finish your food. After that, you can unplug your fridge. You can take all your shit. You can head home. We'll see you in August. That's why I get frustrated, because you have to take the weekends out of this shit and realize they are 189-day workers. I'm operational, so I don't stop when the kids leave. The teachers do. But I got to make sure the technology and the inventory, the assets are all protected, whatever. I'm 205 days. So if you think about that, that's what, 3 weeks after them? Just say 190, then you go 5 days, 195, 200, 205. So basically 3 weeks. That's why I get frustrated. I watch these niggas finish their plates up knowing like I'm not gonna see this motherfucker for 3 months. I have 3 whole more weeks here before I get to go. But I managed to, get a little fly with my shit this year, like with my time off. This year they didn't just give me the summer. They said like, hey, you owe us, and it's not because it's just it's not it's just my schedule.
Okay.
They're basically saying when the 189's over, you owe us 16 more days. So you pick where those 16 days go. That could go at the end of July and it just runs straight into August when everybody comes back. You could run that whole 16 at the very beginning and then just take all of the rest of it after that. I ran my 16 as close as I could to the beginning. So I don't get out with everyone else. When that week is over, I come back on Monday for that week, and then I come back the week after that. And after that, I'm good until the last week of July or the first week of August, something like that. But I really did that because, to be completely honest, if I left when the teachers left, that would mean I took back everybody's computers, teachers, students, all of that shit. And I wouldn't be doing anything. I would just be holding that shit back there, haven't done any work for the summer until I come back for the next year. And then I have to take care of all of the summer shit while staff members are coming back and when they shit back. And my job is really to update the computers, reset them. And there's 60 of them and there's 700 computers I have to do all that for. It's not a job to come back in August and do.
You've tried that before, right?
I have tried it before.
Yeah, you learned your lesson. I'm remembering. That's why I was just trying to let you finish. But I was like, I think, a year or two ago, you did that. You waited to, not the last minute, but you waited until, right before school started. And I remember all the backlog and the 700 computers and printing IDs and all that stuff. Yeah, I definitely remember. But I think this past summer, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Last year, I think you did it the opposite way.
Yes.
And that's kind of probably why you're doing it this way again.
Yes.
Year. Yeah.
Because my first year, I just left. And I came back. I mean, because it was my first year in that technology role.
You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, and I came back and I was thinking like, when you get back, you'll reset all of the Chromebooks then, you'll reset all the staff stuff then, you'll get the school set up, and then you'll get the staff set up. Yeah. I had no idea the staff was coming back the same day I was coming back. So all the resetting and shit, I had all that to do with 60 people coming saying, where's my computer? Nigga, I ain't even started on that bitch yet. You get the fuck out of here.
My computer not even turned on.
Yeah. Like, bro, I don't even know where my shit's at. I just plugged my fridge back in.
Yeah. I feel that.
So yeah. I got a list, a checklist to dispose all that shit to take care of. Then I'm heading out for the summer, and I'll be golfing every fucking day.
Yeah, that's lovely, man.
Sorry, that was long-winded as fuck.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, moral of my story. Hey, these niggas work half the year. Never let a fucking teacher tell you they don't make enough money.
Come on, that's crazy.
Never let a fucking teacher tell you.
Some of y'all be working hard. I understand.
They do work hard.
Yeah, you got to think like the ones that coach and lesson planning and all that shit. Like, I understand why they feel the way that they feel. I do. But I mean, the way you broke it down as far as like a nigga like me who obviously go to work every day. I don't have 180 days, 200 days, whatever. So like, I definitely understand where you're coming from.
I've worked with motherfuckers, and let me just get my calculator out. And maybe it's not every single day. I'm gonna do 365 days, but I just don't know how many days are the weekend to take out. But think about it like this, because I know motherfuckers like this from old jobs that had to take 150 calls a day. In their year, they would take 54,750 calls. And these niggas complaining about working half the year, Cari. Fuck no, man. 3-month breaks in between, Thanksgiving off, Christmas off, New Year's off, fucking spring, a week off there. These new niggas, I was gonna say, these new niggas get a fucking week in the fall.
4-day school weeks.
Yeah, come on, man. Out of school on Fridays at 1. Like, I get out every day at 1:15 on Fridays.
That's different.
And these niggas will look at you dead in your face after you took 150 calls a day. A nigga called you a motherfucker on the phone. And he gonna tell you he need more money. His first year in the game, he made 60 off top. Like, no, man. I hate some of these niggas, man.
I feel that.
And I work with them, and I love them. But like that money part, they don't know. And I've said this a million times. Hate to continue on, but a lot of people from education don't have a rough patch in life. They go from elementary to middle school to high school to college, straight into another school. They've never felt life get hard. They've never felt like, oh shit, like applying for these jobs, like going through a break without it, going through jobs they don't like, leveling up to the job they do like. They've never gone through that.
Yep.
They went straight through, got the job they wanted. They sitting there, and in their head, they don't make enough money. You have no idea what other niggas go through.
Hey, trust me. Nigga like me, no.
Yeah, I mean, and I've been there. So like, I know. And them niggas didn't pay me shit. So I look at them niggas, I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Same here, man. Just thinking about, my route, which is crazy because I'm coming up on 7 years in September.
That's insane.
That's so crazy. Like a nigga, I'm closer to 10 than I am to 5. You know what I'm saying? Like it's insane to even think about that. But yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. It's a grind, bro. Definitely a grind. But, shout out to the ones that's doing it. Shout out to the ones working hard, teachers, coaching, whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah, and that's not to say the teachers don't do anything. These teachers work
that's not what you're saying.
hard for 189 days.
Facts.
Facts. It's just only for 189 days. So,
yeah. All in all, though. Anything else about your week? How you feeling? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't have anything else.
Yeah, man. Like I said, for me, just pretty fast week. Work has been cool. The only highlight or story, I guess, that I have to tell, I started off my week with a doctor's appointment. Monday morning, 8 a.m., I had to go get a allergy shot.
I saw you post about
or
this.
allergy test. So, I had the surgery in February for my nose. So just since that, being post-op and everything, just trying to follow up and just do the right things, get my allergies in control. You know what I'm saying? Just really prioritize my health this year. That's just really what I've been about. So this is the first time that I've had an allergy test scheduled with the doctor. So of course, leading up, I've heard the stories. I remember my mom growing up, getting ones, and I remember I had a picture where she showed me a picture. I remember all these bumps on her back. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was a kid. I was probably a teenager, but I always had that memory. I've seen other people talk about getting allergy tests and things like that. So, of course, I'm going in thinking it's going to be the same type of test for me. I'm like, they're finna do all this shit to my back, and I'm about to see truly what I am allergic to.
Right.
So I go to the same doctor, same place where I got the surgery, right? Again, it's just a follow-up. So when I get there, I had to sign some paperwork, answer some questions, sign a whole bunch of shit. So then when they called me in the back, it's just me and the doctor, and I'm sitting in a chair. And she like, yeah, we just going to do your arms.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. I'm thinking again, it's going to be on the back. So I'm like, bet, whatever. So they have these little containers. Obviously, I don't know if you ever had an allergy test before.
No, but I went with Shorty and her daughter to get her allergy test. Okay. So I was assuming you'd say the back because I saw the process. But go on.
So they have these little containers, each containing the different, I guess, chemicals or allergies, whatever it may be, right?
A test of that actual thing. And that did remind me, I'm allergic to fucking everything. I did have one as a kid.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Allergic to fucking everything.
Facts for sure. So anyways, it's just different ragweeds, grass, all type of just different things. So anyways, they have it in a little container, and it's not really like a needle. It kind of feel more like a tattoo gun more than anything, but
real quick.
Yeah, right? They take it out. They stab me in my arm, and it's 4 different quadrants, I would say. So it's 4 here, top of my forearm, right? 4 here, left arm, and then it's 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, and then she's marking them so that way she knows which each one is, and she's marking an X if you start to swell. So anyway, she sets a timer while she's doing this, and she's like, "Hey, we're gonna sit here after I basically poke you with these needles. You got 20 minutes, and we're gonna see how your body reacts to it." So I'm like, all right, cool. So she hit me, both arms. I'm sitting there.
And this is the interesting part because nothing reacted on Shorty, so I can't wait to hear this.
So within maybe 5 or so minutes, you can start seeing my arm get a little red. Okay. You know what I mean? You start seeing me kind of bump up a little bit. And to me, it's nothing because I'm like, it's small. Like I see my body reacting, but I'm not itching crazy or anything like that.
And this has happened before, just not with the test?
Nah, not really.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Okay.
So, but if it has, like, it ain't been nothing like extreme. So, right. Like, I mean, if I would say I think I have had reactions just like cutting grass or like if we're playing golf, things like that, but nothing extreme, right? I can just kind of feel it. And growing up, I had allergies, asthma, things like that. So these are just things that I'm used to, and maybe my body has grown like immune to it. So again, I'm looking at it, and it's nothing to me. But next thing I know, within the next another 5 to 10 minutes, she started looking, and she like, oh, no. Nah. And I'm like, what you mean? Oh, no.
Oh,
like,
something's going wrong.
No, it's not really going wrong. She's just looking. She like, oh, yeah, you're reacting like more than the normal person. I'm like, what the fuck? So let me kind of start off. I should have said this to begin with. It's really supposed to be like 2 different tests. And depending on how you react to the first test determines if we can do the second test.
She gave
right?
you both of them already?
No.
Okay.
So the normal person, if you don't have a reaction, you can do both at the same time.
You couldn't even move on to phase 2.
I couldn't even do phase 2 because of how I was reacting. And it's nothing crazy. Again, I know it may sound like extreme, but I am starting to like turn red on my arms. I am starting to like, kind of bump up or whatever. But again, to me, it's nothing crazy. But to the nurse or the doctor, whatever, she like, oh yeah, you're allergic. And I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? So she was like, I'll be right back. She went to go get a Zyrtec. And she was like, yeah, we're just going to stop this right now. Just in case if you start to like swell up in this bitch, like for real. Because again, like you can kind of still see it on my arms. It's nothing like major. But you can kind of see where she poked me like and things like that. And then over here, I still kind of have like a little bump here. But all in all, man, your boy's allergic to hella grasses, which I expected. One thing, though, that I am allergic to that was funny, cats.
I am also allergic to cats.
Yeah, that was new to me. She said, no cats, dogs I'm fine with, which, I knew that. But a lot of ragweeds, a lot of different like trees and grasses, which, again, I could have probably told her that before walking in. But all in all, I say that to say I have to go back next week
for another one
to do the second test because, again, I reacted so not severe, but more than the average person where, again, she stopped it. It was like, yeah, you got to come back. We can't even finish this test, because they don't want a severe reaction to happen while I'm sitting here.
And that next test might fuck you up all over again.
Hope not. But I should be fine.
I also found out, not through that allergy test, but I'm sure at that point, I was a kid, so I had to go to the doctor, and I probably tested positive to be allergic from that point too. I got another homeboy that I was really close with growing up. Shout out Taylor. Cari already knows Taylor. At his grandmother's house, he had moved out to a rich-ass grandparent house. I still fucking love that house.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And I stayed the weekend with him, and this nigga had the cutest fucking cat I've ever seen in my entire life. And I don't even like cats. He had a cat named Tyler. He was really big on Odd Future back then.
Yeah, still is to this day.
For sure. Named the cat Tyler. And I was like, you know what? I don't fuck with cats, but this cat's cute. I fuck with Tyler. And I can remember at the end of the evening staying the night with him as I'm about to fall asleep. This cat curled up next to me and went to sleep next to me. But the thing is, I was so tired by that point. It happened right before my eyes shut. I was not tripping. I woke up with a rash across my entire body.
Damn.
Like head to toe. Like legs,
crazy.
Back, toes, feet, arms, face. Damn. Everything was broke out. And the cat was still laying right next to me. I'm like, all right, call my mama and get this cat the fuck away from me. Yeah,
that's crazy.
From that point on, I don't even get near cats. I had never gotten that close to a cat my entire life.
Right.
One time.
And so I'm glad you told that story because for myself, I have yet to have an experience where I've been that close to a cat. Of course, you go to people's crib, they got cats here and there, stray cats, blah, blah, blah.
Close, yeah.
Close, sleeping, curled up next. I've never been that close to a cat to know if I would have a reaction or not. So when I'm getting this test and she's telling me I'm allergic to cats, I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, Because my whole life, I've been going on my whole life not knowing what I'm allergic to or not even thinking I'm allergic to anything, right? And coming from a family, like my dad is allergic to fish. My mom's not allergic to anything, but of course, probably like these allergies, same type of allergy that I have. Again, just thinking back to the test that she had when I was young. But my pops is like, has a food allergy. I don't have no food allergies. I don't have anything that I'm allergic to. So when she told me that, I was like, damn, I'm glad I, don't necessarily like cats.
Yeah.
I really wanted a cat because I probably would have been fucked up.
When I found out, I was like, fuck cats anyway. I don't even like cats.
Yeah, I've never been a cat person, but I have had more conversations with people, just like coworkers and just people that I run into as I've become an adult. And I've truly like asked them, what is it like to have a cat? And one of the most things that I find fascinating is the whole like litter box situation, how you could like truly leave them for days and not have to worry about it. Like compared to a dog where you got to always check on the dog, make sure the dog go out, make sure the dog eat, things like that. They always like, that's always one thing when I ask them like how different it is in comparison.
I've heard that as well.
That shit is like amazing to me. Like imagine if you could do a dog like that, leave a dog at home for a week.
I was just going to say, not even just the litter box. People that are cat owners that I have spoken to and the general notion that I've seen across maybe just media, internet, cats are much more self-contained and sufficient than dogs. Dogs, and I do like this about dogs. Dogs are needy motherfuckers. Dogs are clingy. They would like to be next to you. I've heard cat owners say, and I've heard comedians joke in this exact same fashion, like if a dog comes, like if you leave for a day or 2 or 3 on a vacation, your dog's gonna be fucking sick without you. Yep. And when you come back, it's gonna be like the dog is seeing the second coming of Jesus type shit. You will walk back in from your vacation to your cat, and that motherfucker will act like you were there 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, bro.
Now that I don't like. Like I want you to appreciate me.
No,
like,
facts. I do love the emotional attachment that we give and get from dogs. Of course. That's why I love dogs the way that I do. But definitely, I think, for the people that have cats, I do find it interesting that dynamic, I guess we can call it, is different from owning a cat compared to owning a dog. And it's funny that dogs are like this because if you think back to the original origin of a dog, nigga, they're hunters. you know what I mean?
Real shit.
That we depended on the dog.
But still a companion.
Of course, but we depended on them, and now they depend on us. Yeah. It's just funny how shit like that changes, but that's only because we domesticated they, as I understand that. But just thinking back like hundreds of years ago, and there's still some dogs that are specifically designed and trained to hunt and gather, obviously, but for the most part, most dogs are no longer like that.
Is it bad that when I was single, like I was always very like serious and intentional about who I'm with? If you have a cat, that immediately crossed you off my list.
I was the same.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
like
I was the same.
you could be the baddest bitch, you could have the best personality. Shit, we could fall in love.
Yeah.
If I see that cat, we will never be together.
Yeah. And especially now that a nigga's allergic.
Yeah.
Definitely can't.
And the thing was always like, I'm a dog person, and even if I don't have a dog right now, which I do, I'm going to, at pretty much every point in my life, there's going to be a dog that I own.
Right.
I don't even want to try to get them motherfuckers to coexist, mingling. I don't even like cats enough to live my life around one.
Same, bro. I can't imagine it.
Even if I wasn't allergic.
Yeah.
And this might fuck a lot of y'all up. I feel like a lot of cat people are the exact same type of fucking person. Maybe this is the first time anybody's heard this, and maybe we actually get to clip this up for Instagram or TikTok, wherever it is we decide to put it. I feel like cat people are all the exact same person. Like they all strive to be different really bad. Like I hate ICE too, but they hate ICE like a lot. They all voted for Biden. Not that part. I mean, I'm joking about the political part, but check out the people you know. And I'm sorry if you get offended, fuck you. I don't care. Check out the people you know that own cats. Look at their pictures on Instagram. And Cari's not saying shit because he's already realized they're all the fucking replication of the same fucking person. Like, listenership, viewership, explore the people you know that own cats, what they do, what their homes look like, food they make, even what they might season that shit with.
Even what they season.
All cat people live the exact same fucking life down to the T.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I can see it. I see the plants in their home.
What? Yeah. Yeah, you can see the little tapestry hanging from the fucking wall.
Right, I see the pictures on the wall.
Yeah, white, black, brown, orange. That shit is universal across the board. It's like as soon as you get one fucking cat, you change your whole fucking lifestyle to hipster. All cat owners are hipsters.
Yeah.
That was a good, I didn't even realize that was the name. All cat owners are hipsters for some reason. And even if you're not, the cat makes you a fucking hipster.
The cat will turn you into a hipster.
I don't know what the fuck it is. Like, you niggas aren't regular.
We just lost all our cat followers.
I'm sorry. I mean,
it's all love.
You would have lost me when I told you I think it's odd you let your cat shit in the house. My animal can't shit in the house. I don't care if he rubs it in with sand, nigga. He can't shit in the house.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, take that shit outside. Real talk.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we lost the cat.
It's all good.
The cat owners, they're gone.
Hey, man.
Hopefully you found some sort of comedy in this.
Yeah.
But this will be the first time I'm going to let you guys know I was dead serious.
Yeah, I'm not a cat person.
Yeah. Like,
at all.
There were minimal jokes in there.
Yeah.
The joke stopped at Joe Biden. Everything else I said, I fucking meant.
Never been, never will. But shout out to y'all that love cats, respect cats, whatever. But I'm a dog person, man.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. I mean, also, what is it with the 1 cat, 2 cat, 3 cat, 4 cat, 5 cat, 6 cat? Like, I know a lot of cat owners that own multiple cats. Yo, somebody swipe up. Let me know. I'm sorry. We're too far into the intro. We need to go. But yeah, I'm sorry. Back to your allergy test.
Nah, that was pretty much it, man. Again, just had those sort of reactions. But it was nothing major. But I got to go back next week, I think on like Thursday morning, just for the follow-up. So I'll let y'all know how that goes.
Okay.
But all in all, it was good. I posted that shit on a story just out of comedy. I said I look like Hitch, Will Smith in the Hitch movie.
I saw that, yes.
Yeah, it really didn't go like that, guys. I had just a little small reaction. Then I guess I scared her, right? She gave me a Zyrtec. She was like, no, take this, like immediately. I was like, all right. So I was fine.
Side note, and this might not be a black card, but definitely a pop culture card. You know, I've never seen Hitch.
Really? All the way through?
Never. Like, I know something between him and Kevin James happens. Like,
yeah.
I don't even know why his face gets puffed up. Like,
it was some sort of allergy. I forget. Like he ate something he was allergic to.
I know there's bits and pieces that I've seen. Is he like a dating expert? Like he's trying to get Kevin James to man the fuck up and date?
Pretty much. It's along those lines. He's something like a therapist, psychiatrist, something. I don't remember exactly. It's been years since I watched that movie, but you're on the right line there. He's some sort of doctor, right? And he's using it to help the guy. I think Kevin James like score a woman or something like that. I really can't remember the entire plot.
And then he really ends up experiencing his own relationship trouble in, what's her name with her fine ass?
Eva, what's her name?
Eva Mendes. Yeah. So he ends up engulfing himself in problems that he can't even fix in Eva Mendes, but he's the relationship guy.
Sounds like the Hollywood plot, huh?
Okay. Yeah.
It's a good movie though. Again, it's just, I mean, that's early 2000s, before 2010. I think that shit was like
07, I think 06, 07, 05 maybe.
It's a good movie. It's definitely a good movie.
It's back on Netflix. That's the reason why I was asking about the plot. Yeah, because it's on there, and I'm like, you know what? All these years.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching. I did not know that shit was on Netflix. 05 though.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was that mid 2000s era.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something that I saw, and I'm like, man, I've never seen it. When I have the time, bro, I'm watching Hitch because Will is one of those.
Yep.
Let's move on real quick before you move on. What's your favorite Will Smith movie?
Pursuit of Happiness, probably. I love I Am Legend.
Okay. I have to go now. Pursuit of Happiness probably takes the cake for number one, but growing up watching 7 Pounds again, holy shit.
Yeah, I know.
7 Pounds was one of them ones.
That shit heavy.
That shit was heavy as fuck.
Get out the tub, nigga.
The movie was amazing to me if it ended the way everybody didn't want it to end.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like, oh, you really did kill yourself at the end.
Yeah.
Like that was what, like, all right.
Yeah.
You wanted the shit to be saved at the end. He lived. No.
Yeah, the bitch is a tearjerker for real.
Yeah.
Definitely a heavy movie. But I would probably go Pursuit of Happiness, number 1.
Okay.
Now you got me want to watch 7 Pounds, nigga.
Yeah, I gotta go watch. Like, I don't care what time it is that we're done wrapping this podcast up.
I'm already looking to see where I could go find it. I swear to God.
Yeah, like when I wrap this pod up and I get back to my humble abode, 7 Pounds. Definitely watching 7 Pounds.
That's 08. Yeah, Will.
Yeah, and they ain't even nominate him for an award for that shit. That's crazy.
7 Pounds is heavy, bro.
But that was also a crazy year. But let's move on.
All right.
Do you want to stay in intro or do you want to just go ahead and move into?
No, let's do the intro.
All right, Cari. The rap collab combo is back.
Okay.
You have more?
Yeah, I have a list here for, just some. I didn't go back and listen to all of these projects, but
okay.
We had the conversation on the last pod. We were talking about what are the best collab albums that have come out. Obviously, we're going to always mention Watch the Throne. We're going to mention What a Time to Be Alive. We mentioned Juice WRLD, Future, Word on Drugs. We mentioned
Voice of the Heroes.
Voice of the Heroes. We kind of threw in Jay Electronica and Jay-Z, but we
did.
Really a Jay Electronica album. But I do have a few here on the list. Again, not favorite, not better than ones that we mentioned, but I think these are worthy to add to this conversation. So up first, I have Drip Harder, Lil Baby and Gunna.
When I said super slimy
that's what
last pod, no, it wasn't what I meant, but I did think about that album. I was a fan of that album, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it. And I don't know what about it for me. They were still very young, and I always looked at Lil Baby and Gunna as the junior version of Future and Thug. While they were doing Super Slimy and the Drip Harder was out, I always thought of them as like the intermediate version, and they were the pro version. So I never really gave it the respect that it should have had. I need to play those albums again, or that album.
Yeah, Drip Harder is a really nice tape. I'm looking at the date here. It shows October 5th, 2018.
Oh.
You have Never Recover as the outro, the shit that they did with Drake. Mm-hmm. But you also have Drip Too Hard on here, Lil Baby through Close Friends on here. You have
oh my gosh, was Close Friends was on there? Was it on?
I think you put it
Street
on
Gospel too?
Yeah, but it's definitely on here. World Is Yours, Gunner.
Yeah.
Bro, you remember we had like an episode like years ago and I said that shit.
Gunner.
Underdog, My Jeans, Style Stiller. Like it's some bangers on here. So yeah, definitely I think that's a good play. Again, not saying that these are better than the ones that we've already mentioned, just to add to this conversation. The next one up I have is Her Loss, Drake and 21 Savage.
Now Her Loss was that was a piece.
Yes.
That was a really, really, really good collab album.
Yes. And we're almost 4 years.
I was 21 or 2?
2022 November.
Oh my god.
We're 4 years this November. But
God.
man, yeah, you talk about songs like the intro is Rich Flex, Major Distribution, On BS, Back Outside Boys, Privileged Rappers, Spin About You, Hours in Silence, Treacherous Twins.
Is Middle of the Ocean?
Middle of the Ocean. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. I guess it's Fuck Me, Drake, like Jumbotron shit popping. Like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like some bangers on
Jumbotron shit popping.
Yeah, shout out to Yachty, he wrote that, but
you can hear it.
Yeah, for sure. It's known. But yeah, that's a fire one. Like that's one that we don't necessarily always bring up. I tend to forget that one. Haven't really played this one in a while either. But that's a really, really good project.
That's a really strong project.
Next up on the list, man, this is a very important one. I think this is also, I know for myself, I tend to forget. Kids See Ghosts. Kanye and Kid.
Yeah. Yeah, we did not mention that.
Boy.
But I guess you can throw it. I mean, of course it's a collab album, but when I think about this album, Cari, past Man on the Moon 2, this is the best piece of work that Kid Cudi has. Like,
Better than Intergalactic?
no. That's a tough question, Cari.
It's only 7 songs on here, but these 7 songs are very great. And I just think back to this time. So everybody's still good music, Def Jam. And I remember Ye like locking in because you got, what was it, Daytona that pushed it, Kids See Ghosts, and then you got Tiana Taylor's album, I think, around the same time.
You got Daytona, you got Ye by Kanye.
That's what it was.
You got Tiana Taylor's, you got Kids See Ghost. Was there one more? Or was it those 4 albums? But like you said, it was Nas that he did. Nas wasn't on the label, but he did that Nas album when he was doing that entire 2018, those Wyoming listening parties.
Ooh, he locked in, bro.
Oh my
And I remember he put out a tweet of all the projects. He put out like the release dates for all of them. So like I just think back to that time, like, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if Ye locked in like that again, bro, that would be insane. But yeah, this is all at the same time. Daytona, Kids See Ghosts, the Ye album, and I'm forgetting the name of Tiana Taylor's album.
KTSC?
I guess I really
Keep That Same Energy? I think that's what it was.
Yeah. But man, what a time, bro.
Yeah, the album was KTSC, Keep That Same Energy. Ooh, oh my gosh. Rose in Harlem, Never Would Have Made It.
Yeah, bro.
Gonna Love Me. Oh my God. You gonna love me.
Okay, so look, I'm reading the bio on Kids See Ghosts. The Ye album was released 1 week prior to this.
Bro, they were all...
That's what I'm saying. I'm remembering now. Ooh.
Every week he was pulling out a different album.
And this is right around, the bipolar disorder. That's what it says here. Let me just read this. If Ye, Kanye West solo album released 1 week prior was him proudly shouting his superpower, bipolar disorder, from the peak of a snow-capped mountain, Kids See Ghosts is the fireside therapy session occurring at his base. That's a fucking hell of a sentence. But it's so much to unpack within that sentence. That's crazy.
There's so much, and there's so much energy between these two artists. Bro. But there's so much energy in this fucking album, Cari. From track 1. Like, Feel the Love, Ye, Pusha T, and Cudi. That fucking, like, that song has one of the highest levels of energy I've heard.
Yeah, bro. I know.
Fourth Dimension. Yep. Oh my God. I can hear the drums at the beginning. I can hear Cudi starting at the beginning. Yeah. Reborn?
Yeah, man. Come on, that's the
Reborn?
That's the banger right there.
Yeah, that might be the best track on the album.
Yeah, favorite for sure. The intro gets a lot of love from me too. Even Fire, the second track, I love that one. But Reborn, Kanye got back to, rapping his feelings on there. Chopping the beat.
That humming from Cudi at the beginning. No, like real shit. I don't know. I might have played this track in here pre-production last pod.
You did. Damn.
Oh my God.
I do remember that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. I said this pods before as well. Cudi, if you're not gonna give us the humming album, stop making albums. That's like asking Drake to finally do the all R&B. Nigga, we want it.
Yeah.
We've begged. Do you know what you'd sell just humming?
Yep.
You know the flex you would have as an artist telling niggas like, hey, I went platinum just humming. All right, I'm sorry. But yes, this collab tape.
Yeah, deserves to be in those conversations, bro.
This belongs in the conversation like What a Time and Voice of the Heroes.
I'll put it up there.
Yeah.
That one I'll put in the conversation.
Yeah,
sure.
This one belongs in that conversation.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
You have more?
I have one more.
Okay.
Same year, 2018. Everything Is Love, The Carters.
This gets overlooked.
Yep, and it's truly a rap album. Beyonce, ape shit. People were saying she out-rap Jay on that damn song.
Relax.
I said people. Not me. I said people.
Hold your horses.
But this is another great project, though. The intro starts off with Summer, ape shit. You have Migos on the ad-libs. You got Boss. You got Nice, Black Effect, Love Happy. Like, this is another great collab project from the same year, 2018, that we were just talking about.
I think because it's Beyonce and Jay-Z, they've been together for so long and you know them for being a unit that you don't even mention this album when you say collab album. This is a collab album. And not only was it slept on back then, like niggas were listening to damn near every record on the album and it was still slept on because nobody was talking about the album as a collective. This album is amazing. And this actually, Cari, leads me to talk about one more. On the exact same tip, 2088.
Ooh.
And the thing about it for me, and I'll let you take the floor. I hate 2088.
Really?
I remember when we started this pod having this conversation and nobody really understood how I felt. And I might need to play it again. I was very young. I might need to play this album again. I was not a fan of 2088. Wasn't a fan of that talk show host video they did. I was not a fan at all. But I mean, yeah, just wasn't. You put 2088 in there? Like it's one of those ones?
It was
definitely a moment in time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like you have to. It's not a favorite for me. I think On the Way is the smash hit or Deja Vu.
Deja Vu is the smash hit, I think.
Okay. No, it was never a favorite for me, but yeah, I mean, you can't ignore what that moment was. 2016 is showing here. That relationship was very powerful at that time. So yeah, I'm not mad at this one being in the conversation. But honestly, I'm looking at it right now. I didn't even know this was classified as rap. I always thought that was like an R&B kind of duo together. Even though it's Big Sean. I mean,
she's the R&B, he's the hip hop.
Yeah, but no, that's new to me seeing that. But this is one I haven't played in so long. I can't necessarily tell you what all these tracks sound like. But that time, again, when this album dropped, they shut the world down.
This was huge when it came out. That I won't deny.
That. Right, exactly. So that's a good one, though. I definitely didn't have that one on the list. Definitely wasn't thinking about that one. But that's it for me. I just wanted to bring those up, kind of just continue that conversation. Again, I didn't listen to all these projects, guys, right? Not going to do that. I need more time. But it started to jog my memory. I did some research. I was like, no, let me bring these tapes, these collab tapes back to the pod so we can just finish that conversation that we had on the last episode.
That was a good conversation.
Yeah.
I can't even front. And some of these, like the Carters, like 2088, brought albums back that were sitting in the back of my mind. Yeah. Like I have not thought about 2088 in probably 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about the Carters truly in a very long time. 2088 definitely. I mean, I've seen it recently. Just I think they're doing like a re-release on a vinyl or something. I've seen because it's 2016, so I think they're doing like a 10-year anniversary maybe sometime.
Are they? Can we get a gauge on whether they're ever together or not? Like
they were.
They were together, like they were with each other right there, like they were standing next to each other.
Nah, you don't remember when Big Sean came out like a year or two ago and basically like said that he loved her, but he knew he never wanted to like marry her or some shit, and like people got mad. It was something along those lines. Don't quote me, but it was something like that where he was like, I loved her, we were together, but I knew like I didn't want to be with her forever. Some crazy shit.
So they're
like
not
that.
together anymore?
Nah, they've been done. No.
Okay, because I feel like I saw them on stage like last week.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Their relationship was always tricky, but I thought they were done.
That's why I was saying like you can never get a gauge. We talked about this shit on the podcast. She said he fucking ate her pussy until she came 20 times. You remember that record?
That's on 2088, I thought. Or no, that may be on Big Sean's album.
No, I think it's on Janae's album that came out around 2020, 2021-ish. You remember? Because that shit hit the... They were like, there's no way.
Because they were like in Paris or some shit. I remember. I definitely remember. I can't remember whose album it is on though. But yeah.
The thing is, niggas that have never been like sexually in tune with a woman... They were so mad when that shit came out. There's no fucking way that a nigga can fucking ever fucking... And there were girls that have never came that many times.
And they were mad.
They were so fucking mad. They were like, that nigga's lying. That bitch lying. Yeah. No man can ever make a... Like, okay. And then a man could never come out and be like, I did it to a woman, because then they can be like, nigga, you're fucking lying too. You show me the bitch you made come 20 times. I'm like... All right, bro.
It's like, why are we talking about this? It's crazy.
Yeah, let's just shut the fuck up, huh?
Yeah. I remember those conversations for sure.
Oh, man. But Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the info that I can, but I believe I just saw them on stage last week.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to get here as fast as I can.
Now, bro, did they have a child together?
Yeah, they definitely have a kid
Okay.
together. Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yeah, their relationship, I get what you're saying. It does feel like they never like officially confirmed like we're dating. It was just kind of
Or that they broke up.
I think they confirmed the breakup, I thought, right? Because again, Big Sean was just doing like his album like a year or two ago. He was going around doing his interview runs, and this question came up, this conversation came up, and I swear he said something along the lines where like they were done.
I know what you're talking about because he did it like, I don't know if it was on a live or on an interview, but it was in the same setting that he made that snarky fucking 1 to 2 minute side like message about Kanye, about how he wasn't there for him or all that. Like I can remember it was in the same like physical setting. He said those things about both people.
Gotcha.
And yeah, that was the rollout for that last album. That was right after he did that.
The Will Smith shit.
I was gonna say The Matrix. That was right after he filmed The Matrix.
Right after he filmed The Matrix.
Yeah.
Bro, you're stupid.
Like, who told them niggas? Who got them niggas together and they were like, you know what? For our music video, we're gonna do The Matrix.
Hey, I don't know, bro.
That was Will Smith finally trying to take fucking control because they offered him that fucking role. Like, Will Smith, it's over.
Yeah,
you could have been Neo. You told them niggas that shit was stupid.
Right, nigga. You went to go do, what was it, Wild Wild West?
That has to be, Cari, that's the biggest fuck up. Like, if you've seen the Wayne video of him spilling the lean and him going, oh, that was the biggest fuck. Will Smith's got a bigger fuck up than that. Giving up The Matrix to be Neo. Granted, I don't think The Matrix is The Matrix with Will Smith.
Yeah.
I think The Matrix is The Matrix with Keanu Reeves.
Right, yeah.
But telling the fucking writers of The Matrix, nah, I'm good. I got Wild Wild West. It's fucking crazy, man.
It's the no, I'm good. That's killing me.
Yeah, 2020 in hindsight, telling niggas like, bro, I am headlining the Wild Wild West. You've got it, guys. Like, what do I need The Matrix for? And then watching The Matrix become a generational timepiece. Like,
one of the greatest franchises ever.
One of the greatest movies ever because it symbolizes more than just a movie. Like, that's thought-provoking. Yeah, that's life. Like, that's real life.
Red pill, blue pill, nigga.
You think The Matrix exists? You think we're in a Matrix?
Yes.
Okay. I agree with you.
It's time. I mean, it's time. It's movies like that. It's movies like In Time, Limitless with Bradley Cooper, one of my favorite movies. Like, yeah, if you watch those movies and really like go like deep thought and really think about like how this shit can apply to your life, of course, like we're all living it. Every day you have a choice. Every day we wake up, you make choices.
And even in the literal sense, if somebody wanted to take it there, because I've had conversations and arguments with people that are like, oh, you believe in God? How you believe in like The Matrix? The Matrix could be God. You know that, right? Like, but no, I definitely believe both like metaphorically and physically at some capacity. Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yeah, that's true.
Red pill, blue pill is life, nigga.
For sure. Which one would you take?
I really don't remember which one is which.
Would you take the pill to go down the rabbit hole like Alice in Wonderland, or would you take the pill to stay in regular life? Fuck the color.
Nah, I'm gonna take. So wait, say it again.
One pill, like Morpheus is offering this pill, like, hey, you take this pill, you go to work tomorrow morning, you go to work Monday through Friday, you show back up for the pod on Wednesday, you show back up for the pod on Sunday. Mm-hmm. You take this pill, and I'll show you just how deep the rabbit hole gets. Okay, straight like Morpheus.
Yeah. Oof.
I'm always curious, man.
I am too, bro.
I hate that I am. I'm always gonna take the fucking give me the red pill.
Right?
Yeah, give me the red pill, and let's see how far the rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, I think I'm a red pill guy. Like even just the way I think.
Side note: we've just gone from 7 pounds to now I'm watching The Matrix.
Man, nigga, come on now, but. Yeah, I think I'm a red pill type of guy. I think even growing up, especially like when I became a teenager and I started thinking for myself and I started to like really gain my aspect, my perspective on life, when I got to college, leaving college, like I feel like that's really when it hit. You know what I mean? Like you start to see shit clear.
Yeah, like the sheet that was over your head, it's like somebody just ripped it off.
You start to like really understand like how things work.
That was college for me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I think I'm a red pill type of guy, but anybody that is blue pill, I'm not against. I'm not gonna make fun of you. I understand taking that route, the route that like you kind of know how things are gonna go. You know, it's kind of like a schedule. You're used to it,
and I can't blame that either. Because down that rabbit hole, you can find out anything. Like, and
it may not be good.
That's what I was just gonna get to.
Exactly,
like, I'm very, very strong in my faith. So like, there's never anything like God or Jesus wise you're gonna get me to turn on.
Right.
But just playing devil's advocate, I can understand how somebody feels. Imagine somebody having their entire life figured out, and you go down a rabbit hole, and somebody's like, "Oh, nigga, you know God wasn't real." Like, you know how that might fuck the brain out. When I get back to regular life, I'm killing myself now.
Yeah, and even nah, that's crazy. But even like think about the norms and the way you were raised and the things that you were taught, and then you go over here and you learn that all that is incorrect, or you see the real truth, like,
or you see why they made you do that. Yeah,
it could fuck you up. Like,
yeah,
honestly. Like, so yeah, I mean, that's why I'm not against people not taking the road less traveled, because the road less traveled will really open you up and really make you like see who that person is in the mirror, and everybody can't accept that.
You have to be hyper aware that you're going to leave the red pill experience scarred.
That's deep.
Yeah, like that's that's fucking deep. It'll make you think twice. Like, nigga, I might want this blue pill. Like, maybe I don't even want to fucking know.
Wow.
Okay, last question before we move on, because this is more.
I love this conversation right now.
Me
so
too.
Go ahead.
This is on the Matrix tip, but same thing. Like, but this is more realistic.
Okay.
If you had the opportunity to open like all CIA docs, all Smithsonian like material, or you just leave this shit closed and be like, you know what? I'm cool with not knowing what the fuck is really going on. You open a book?
No. Not at all.
Now, yeah, that's the thing. Now, Matrix is discovering real life.
Yeah, and it's like your own decisions. Your own
path. Like opening that book over there.
I don't want it. Like, it's even. I was just thinking about this recently. I forget why. It was. I was watching something about somebody's net worth, and like they were talking about how he's like a billionaire. So I don't remember who it is, but I had this thought to myself, and now I've always thought like this. Like, obviously niggas want to be rich. You want millions, but it get to a certain level when you make too much money and you open up a new bag of worms. You open up a new society. You get these type of friends. Like, I've never wanted to cross that threshold, whatever it is, right? I don't know the number.
The wrong knocks on your door.
Yeah, I've never wanted to be there. I've always wanted to just have enough to support myself, support my family, support my loved ones. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe make some charitable donations.
Exactly. Yeah. But I never want to cross that threshold where everybody knows everything. Everybody knows how much you make. Everybody knows your every move. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never want to be there.
Yeah, I feel like there's a certain point that you cross where like you got to learn about the five families and learn about all this. Like, my nigga, if that's what comes with that much money, how much do I got to give y'all to go back to where y'all niggas go to fuck back away?
Exactly, bro. Yeah. And of course, like, again, niggas always reaching for, the highest highs. But yeah, I've always thought about that. And you know what I'm talking about, whether it's billionaire status or even if it's like millionaires, like there's a certain number. Once you get to that number, and you cross over and there's no coming back.
And I'm sure as the market moves, that number changes. But yes, to the listenership, there is a specific number that makes you more, or you have the money to influence the masses at that point. I think that's what that number, not specific number, but if you have enough money to promote yourself, to influence a culture or a nation for any time period, yeah, you've reached that realm where you have to be controlled or neutralized.
Yeah, and I don't want to be there. So to your question, like opening up those books, learning all the secrets about the ins and outs, the aliens, the CIA, who killed who shot who, I'm good.
Yeah, because that opens that door. Like,
I'm good, bro. You become a target.
I was gonna say, not even in the money instance in that one. Now you have so much knowledge that it's honestly not only dangerous to you, but dangerous for them.
And it's dangerous for everybody around you.
Now you're being monitored. Yeah. Think about that. Now you're being monitored around the clock just to make sure, like, niggas make sure you don't say a fucking word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even want that on my back. Now that you said that, I've always thought in my head, like, man, I want to know the secrets. But thinking about it like that, I've always thought about the money aspect, but the knowledge aspect might even be more dangerous. You know all of the secrets.
The knowledge is more dangerous.
It's way more dangerous.
Why you think they burning our shit now? Why you think they always took our books?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
History tells you they erased that for a reason. You know what I mean? They don't want you to read it. They don't want you to know history, bro. We've learned that since we was kids. You know,
yeah, you go to the pyramid, see them noses knocked off. No,
that's what I mean.
They taking all the knowledge away.
Knowledge is more strong than anything. I mean, of course, money is power, right? But nigga, knowledge is. I would rank knowledge. If we're looking at a power level, I'm always putting knowledge above it because the more you know,
the knowledge is number one. The money's second. The resources is probably third.
Nigga.
Yeah.
I'm good. Like, just give me my little bread so I could just buy a couple old school cars, a little ranch or something for my family.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm good, a little farm.
I would honestly even risk having that much money than having that much. Like sure. Say 100 million was the number that put you on the radar.
Right.
I'd rather be in the 100 million kind of danger than being in the too much not because
bro.
There's nothing you can forget at that point unless they wipe it.
And that's the only way out. Yeah, I'll take my 100 whatever and pay my taxes and go on my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good.
If push comes to shove and I feel like that, I will MC Hammer this shit until you niggas go away, bro.
Wesley, all them niggas who wasn't paying. Like,
yeah, man. Come on, bro. Yeah. I'll do it all.
Nah, facts.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, bro. I love that though, that conversation. I really do.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not mad. We spent the first hour in this conversation.
Yeah, perfectly fine with me.
We did have current rotation. I do want to skip current rotation just so we can go straight into music. Because we've got stuff to talk today, guys.
Alrighty.
I want to start with something not on there and say that throughout my gym visits this week, I have gotten through Isaiah Rashad's album. Wow. I give him an A on the album. Now, this is a lot more slower paced and melodic than House is Burning. A lot older and more mature than Sun's Tirade. Mm-hmm. But I fuck with it. It got to the point where I did have to turn it off in the gym because it wasn't giving me that boost, that go.
Yeah, for sure.
But I got back. I played it on the way there. I played a bit of it in the gym. But like I said, like, man, I'm like that's what I'm going for in the gym. Right. Like, so I'm like, God damn, is he gonna get to one of these tracks? The tracks sound amazing.
Right.
But he ain't got to a banger yet. Yeah. So I played it after the gym. It was actually perfect for that ride home. It was Cinco de Mayo. I played it on my ride to get me a little taco, little margarita. Played it on my way all the way to the crib. I've played it on the way to work. Maybe this morning, yesterday, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really like his album. Like,
love that.
I agree with what you said. Like, it's not something that you're looking at this moment and saying like, oh, this is album of the year. This is 150%. He takes the cake. But I do look at his discog and go, this is not a misstep. It's not a step down. The music sounds great. I did end up replaying the Scissor track and I heard that line. That was crazy. When I was paying attention, it was like right there at the beginning and shit too. I was like, oh my God.
It's like, damn.
But I think the minimal features is good. He shined.
Yeah.
I like the cover art. Like the flow. And when we listen to his interviews, you listen to the album, even though we joked about it, he really is letting us know, like, these last 5 years, my nigga, this shit has been awful.
Literally, bro.
Like, literally, like, and we joked about it, and even before the album came out, we were like, man, this has to be over the last 5 years of his life.
Right.
but
I like that
he was able to take 5 years of turmoil and package it together into art. That's what an artist is supposed to do. Take his pain, make it art. And I think Isaiah Rashad has always done a good job at that. And he didn't take a break. Not this time.
Yeah, bro. That's good. I'm glad you like it. Let me ask you, Cameras was the song that you've heard before, right? Last episode, I said I didn't think that would be your favorite. Is that still your favorite, or are there other tracks that you would rank above Cameras?
Huge fan of Dominic Fike, so
and still, it's fine. If that's still your favorite, that's perfectly fine. I'm just asking.
I still have it up there. I like Same Shit. I like Scared to Look Down. I can't remember all of them by the name just yet. I think 10 States Away is one that I like. I can't remember. What were your favorites?
Get to Know You, I really like. Let me get to the track list 1 second. Okay. Happy Hour, number 7.
What?
Get to Know You, number 10. I really liked the second one, Man on a Mission. Do I Look High, number 8. I think that's the next single. I'll see a music video for that one already. And Superficial, number 5. I really enjoy those projects. I like them all. I really do. And kind of just what you said, I'm not going to, go deep because I already said my thoughts last episode, but I did appreciate the nigga just being open, being vulnerable, being honest, talking about like the shit that he saw when he grew up, like not to make an excuse like this is why I became who I am, but like, nah, nigga, we see shit sometimes as kids, we struggle and battle with shit as kids that we never really like heal from
or address at all,
or never like able to talk about. And then you become an adult and you still dealing with the same shit that you was dealing with when you was 10. You know what I mean? So it's just like stories like that. I just appreciate in the art form to be able to hear things like that. So yeah, I thought it was a dope project, bro.
I agree right there. Some of that will make you suck cock on tour.
It will. I mean, not for me, but
yeah, like, I didn't see that.
Right? Whatever it was he saw as a kid, I'm sure it traumatized.
Yeah, I'm sure it made him do that.
Hey, for shit. Nah, for real though. Like, while we joking, I know deadass. He did mention like the porn. I think at a young age, from either like his dad, seeing his dad like smoke rocks or something. It was something crazy on one of them songs towards the end of the album where like deadass like he talk about that. I'm like, whoo, like it get deep. I'm like,
he did a Breakfast Club interview and he addressed some more. He addressed that situation that we joke about specifically. And he talked about how hard it was to kind of navigate it publicly. And you know what? I really applaud Isaiah Rashad. I'm not going to lie. I applaud Isaiah Rashad. The video came out. Nobody asked him about it when The House is Burning came out. He kind of just, brushed past it. He faced that shit head on. He's not telling niggas it ain't him.
Head on is crazy.
All right. He definitely faced it head on. He faced it head on.
My fault,
face on, lip on, tongue on.
All right.
Mouth on.
Pause, but all right.
No, not pause. Right. But in most of these instances, especially in the rap community, you see artists shy away from it. No questions about it. Like you can tell when these instances come out and the artist is on the platform 3 days after the shit came out or 2 months after it came out and nobody asked him about it, that he's told them not to ask.
Right.
Isaiah Rashad said, let's go ahead and open up the floor. Let's clear this shit up right now. Let's let niggas know who I am, what I am right now. Let's tell them about the situation. So all that shit's out there on the floor. You niggas have already seen the video.
Yep. I agree 100%. And I like what you said about rap and knowing like rap doesn't necessarily always accept that shit like a bisexual rapper. I mean, I know Tyler Creator is more recent, but going years back, like, nah, that could like stunt your career. That can stunt your growth. You know what I mean? And he was willing to take that on.
Yes.
He was willing to be honest and face it. So I have to as well give bro respect and applaud him for that because it ain't easy being in this game and your sexuality being what it is.
Yeah, boss man D-Lo, he won't do it. He won't come out. They keep catching him. They caught that nigga again last week.
No way.
I swear to God.
No way.
They caught that nigga again last week.
Bro.
And the worst thing about it is with boss man D-Lo, and I'm not saying anything's better or worse. Like most of these messages, you see people like for sex. He be in the messages like, shit, if you rock with me forever, I'm gonna rock with you. Like, D-Lo.
Damn, brother.
Oh, you were trying to start a relationship.
I thought this was a motion party, nigga. I thought they couldn't get it.
Yeah, like, what are we doing? He's letting anybody in the motion party.
Anybody get in this?
Fuck it. But it's jokes that we're telling right now, but instances just like that, like we have things that are popping up and coming out about like a boss man D-Lo, and you won't go to social media and it's not our business, or go to the radio and let them ask you the obvious question.
Right. Yeah, no one's right or wrong, right? Boss man D-Lo isn't wrong for not wanting to speak on it,
because
right?
it's not our business.
Exactly. So,
but Isaiah's also not wrong for saying, look, you saw something, and even if it's not your business, I know you're curious about it. You've been waiting on me to say something about it. Here you go.
That's respect.
That's stand up.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Exactly.
Like that's like, stand up.
Through all the jokes, we're being funny, we're being serious right now.
Yeah,
like, I respect that.
That's stand up as fuck.
For sure.
And maybe I respect it a lot more coming from Isaiah Rashad because I like his pen way more. His pen's way better than Boss Man D-Lo's.
For sure, bro.
And same thing like you said with Tyler, the Creator. Nothing was going to get me to stop playing Isaiah Rashad's albums. Like, we can joke about that shit all day. He released an album tomorrow, I'm playing it tomorrow. So, yeah, and I was going to say this, but I didn't want to interrupt. Tyler snuck in. Tyler made a name for himself not only as one of the most prominent and popular rappers in the game. Mm-hmm. He did all of that early as a straight man. Not saying he was straight, but appearing straight. Not saying that he wasn't back then. Mm-hmm. But he opened up and identified himself as bisexual much later in his career. Like somewhere in between Flower Boy and Igor, if not somewhere between Igor and Call Me When You Get Lost or Call Me If You Get Lost, was when he opened up about his sexuality. And by that point, he was already well on his way to the best rapper in the game.
It's a different path for sure.
Yeah, so that's when you're battling, do we start listening to this artist that we know is like bisexual or homosexual, or do I just stop fucking with this artist I've been fucking with forever now that he says that? Like, right. And you can't do that, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. There's different paths, right?
Like Frank's path was different. Frank had been out a year or so, and he was like, look, y'all, I'm going to be open with you right now.
I like boys.
Yeah, and Tyler probably was already at that stage then, but he held it for another 7, 8, 9 years.
Right.
And I can understand why. Number one, it's not our business. Number two, you preserve a lot of your fan base that way.
Yeah, bro.
So,
facts.
I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna say, but everybody has to. What's his name from? What was his dude's name from the NBA that came out? And they released that nigga like that summer.
One of the twins.
Was it Jared something?
Collins or something, right?
Jared Collins? Was that what it was?
Something like that, bro.
Oh my God.
2 twin brothers, right? Like Jason and Jared.
Jason. Was it Jason?
Something like that.
I think it was Jason. Jason Collins, Jason Cunningham, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, Jason Collins.
That nigga came out like he thought like it was a good idea to say it like as soon as he hadn't even seen his locker yet.
He hadn't seen his locker yet. It's crazy.
That nigga put his hat on, shook David Stern's hand, and was like, I'm gay.
Yeah, and I think I'm reading here. He did he took out a Sports Illustrated article. It's 2013. So yeah, it was different. They weren't ready for that. They weren't, like, the league wasn't accepting it. The world wasn't accepting it. You know what I mean? We fast forward 12 years, 13 years later, obviously it's different times. But yeah, I mean.
There was a nigga in the NFL. Who was Sam? Something Sam?
Sam.
I can't remember his name. Boy, he came a little too early though. They wouldn't even draft that nigga after he said that shit. Like, oh my gosh. Like that, he can't hit no more. Like I saw him in college, he was hitting his ass off. Exactly, like he can't hit no more because he trying to get hit.
Michael Sam,
that's what it was. And like niggas knew what time it was when it came to skills with Michael Sam.
Yeah,
Michael Sam came out with that news. They're like, you know what, CFL. He sent that nigga.
Facts, bro. Because he was like defensive player of the year in college. Like I think he was in SEC or some shit. Like that's real talent.
That was real talent.
They ignored the talent just because he came out. That's why I'm saying it's different times. That was the very next year.
That was fucked up.
2014. So Collins was 2013. Michael Sam was 2014. Again, just thinking of these times, right? Compared to now, it's so different, bro.
It is so different, but we still don't have openly gay players in the league.
Nah, I mean it's still.
Is that crazy?
Almost like frowned upon still, even though it's more of a accepting world. It's still one of those, you know, it's like barbershop.
That's crazy to think though. Like, I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny when you really think about not the irony, but like the real odds of that shit. That across two leagues you have almost 2,000 players and oh, none of them are gay, huh? Oh, really? No, none of these niggas are gay, right?
Yeah. The math just don't add up.
Yeah, we got 700 niggas. We got 31 teams. We got starters, backups, third strings.
Right.
And let me let you guys know, they're all He-Men, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, boy.
Right, you'd be surprised.
Nigga, we played junior high and high school football, and we're in the locker rooms enough to know
like
half the football team was gay then.
I was going to say, niggas be doing weird shit. At 13.
That shit will turn you to a basketball player so fast.
Like, bro, y'all doing too much in this hoe. Facts. I ain't gonna say niggas by names, but it was something like you had to tell niggas, bro, do not fucking touch me or I will beat your ass in this hoe, bro.
The thing about it that's funny as fuck. I already know exactly who Jakari's talking about.
I know you do.
There's a couple of people, but I know the one specific person.
Like, bro, do not touch me, bro.
Like, I can remember, like, we would have methods. Like, when we come into the locker room, we would intentionally act angry. So niggas wouldn't talk to us.
Like, bro.
Until after you already put your shirt, your shoes, and shit on.
I'm not playing these games with you, bro. It got to the point, like, yeah, dead ass, you had to just, like, I had to come in this hole and act like I'm mad or act like I don't see you or try to ignore you. Like, first off, I mean, I was a boy, but like, nigga, I'm a boy. You know what I mean? I was going to say I'm a grown ass man, but I was 13.
Get your fucking hands off.
Right, like, bro, stop.
For real, though.
Touching me, bro.
That was the age people, we're getting older. Niggas are starting to shower in the locker room.
Yeah.
Niggas popping back up from they showers and shit. Like,
playing.
Nigga, you are wearing nothing but a towel.
Like, bro, stop playing with me.
Get the fuck off me, nigga. You got your hands on my shoulders and shit, nigga.
Nah, bro, I ain't playing them games.
Bitch. What?
Not playing games with you, boy.
Yeah, then you moved to high school. We were exited from football at that point. Like,
but you still heard the story.
I swear to God, my next sentence was going to say, you heard the story.
Yeah, same niggas.
Like, same niggas. But like, the thing is, they leave in lunch. Like, from the periods and shit. Like, nigga, like, bro, they fucking kissed in it. Like, what, nigga?
Yeah, bro.
What are you talking about?
Nah, brother. We hooping now.
Yeah, like, nigga,
I ain't even with that shit.
I don't even fucking play that sport no more, nigga. I will never see any of that shit. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Oh, man, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know how we
fucking
got
wild.
here, but like,
I don't know how, yeah.
Isaiah Rashad?
Yeah, it's super homophobic that Isaiah Rashad brought us here.
Hey, brother.
But we are allies.
Yeah. To each his all, man.
Let's move on because I want you guys, listenership, to know we haven't even touched anything on the list yet.
Yep.
We haven't even gotten to the list.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let's start though. Chris Brown, the album Brown is releasing tomorrow, Friday, May the 8th, Cari. The track list came out. The feature list came out. We're looking at 27 tracks from Chris Brown. It looks like he's headed back to not necessarily the really old format because, 2017, 18, you fuck around and get 40 songs an album from him. But he's not going easy on you. He's giving you 27. I'm looking at it right now. You got Bryson Tiller on there. They've already got a hit out. That's what that is. And before I say this album is strapped with R&B elite. You got Bryson Tiller. You have Leon. Outside of R&B, you have Sexy Rag and Glorilla. You have Vibes Cartel. That's on that Afro beats
reggae,
tip.
Yeah,
Reggae. You get Lucky Day. You get Friday, and you get Tank.
All right.
I'm excited for that Tank record. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I've ever heard Chris and Tank together.
Yeah, even the name of that was called Body Goals. You know that's gonna be for the ladies. #Body Goals.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at some of these fucking tracks, Corey.
Like number 3 is crazy.
Honey Pack.
Yeah, like that's wild.
Fucking
I was
Party.
gonna say number 9. Yeah.
Cry for Me. No, I'm not gonna lie. I might have to fuck the Cry for Me.
Nah, Skin to Skin 22.
Ooh, okay. I'm already seeing the way Chris Brown laying down, and I'm seeing the track, like the track names. Yeah, you're gonna get the fuck to this album.
Holy Blindfold.
You heard this one? That's already out. The
Really?
Holy Blindfold.
I don't know if I heard it. Yeah, I don't remember.
No, yeah, you gotta. Yeah, trust me. If you play it, you like, oh shit. It's been out on radio for probably the last 5-6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, Body Goals, Something in the Water,
I like that.
Slow Jams, Fucking Party got to be the one.
That sound like it's gonna be more upbeat though, knowing that Vibes Cartel is on there. So I wouldn't expect that one to be slow, but maybe I'm wrong.
You right, but you might also get that summer Dutty wine kind of feeling fucking with Vibes.
More like what Gunna just did with what's the bro name? We getting tonight. What's
okay.
his name? I'm blanking on bro name.
I'm thinking more Rihanna Drake work dance hall vibes.
Okay.
Because that
could be.
That screams both both Chris Brown and Vibes Cartel to me.
Yeah.
And it matches the vibe of the album on some sexy shit.
Okay. You're right. We'll see. Burner Boy is what I was thinking of though. I couldn't think of that name, sorry.
That's what I'm thinking though. Like reggae, sexy, grind music. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
27 tracks, but is it another one, Red Rum? Oh, that's got NBA Youngboy. Of course. Of course, NBA Youngboy has the only track entitled Murder. Like,
Red Rum.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Thoughts on this album, though?
Yeah, all in all, I mean, I am anticipating and expecting this to be a really good album, album full of strictly R&B bops and hits. Like I said before, I'm not really expecting pop. I know we're talking about like reggae, Afro beats, but I don't consider that pop. That flows more into an R&B type of style. So I'm looking forward to this, man. I think it's going to be really great. You got the tour coming up with Usher. You got the album cover here looking like Mike. He talking a lot of shit on Instagram, doing a lot of pubbing for this album.
That he is.
I think this is going to be a really good album for Chris Brown in a lane, in a time, in a sound where, again, not even male, R&B strictly is booming.
It's dominating.
You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I think this is perfect. Perfect for Chris Brown. 27 songs is a lot, though, bro. God,
that's a lot.
Dog.
A lot of room for error there.
Yeah, for sure. So, you know, that's possible, but still looking forward to it. Go ahead.
But for Chris makes those, not only he wants you to have a lot of songs because he's making a lot of songs. He's independent. He can drop whatever he wants. But he also, I believe, is leaving a lot of room for error, but little room for no hits. Like, I think that's what Chris Brown does with this. Like, 27 songs, there has to be a hit that the people are going to fuck with in there. Y'all like it? I'm going to promote that one. Like, I feel like, not like he's hit fishing at all. I don't mean it like that. But, 27 songs, there's a hit in there somewhere for y'all. Or there's a go in there for everywhere, like for everyone in there.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like, if you kind of chop it up, 27, let's just say 7 times 4 is 28, right? So within every 7 or so songs, you probably got a really good hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you try to break it up that way. So I can feel that, but I mean, I'm gonna play it, bro. 27 songs is a lot. I may not get through it in one listen. Honestly, I mean, that's just a lot to sit through. And it's a lot of different like vibes. Although those features are nice. Lucky Day Friday, Tank, Leon, Bryson, Vibes Cartel, Young Boy, Sexy Red Glow. Really, like it's all type of different sounds. But I still think this is gonna be very nice, and I'm really feeling the again the name of the songs. I'm feeling the album cover. And I'm just feeling the vibe so far that I'm seeing from Chris Brown. So I'm looking forward to playing this.
I agree. And while I do think the boom in R&B plays a heavy part, did you ever expect to see Chris Brown back in the R&B side fully?
Nah, which I won't say is concerning, but it does kind of feel like
a money grab.
Oh, let me just go get some of that, which again, it's Chris Brown.
It's Chris, so
right,
he's valid.
So right. And it's still like somewhere that he belongs and fits. But yeah, I mean, I did think about that. And I think you and I probably talked about that off camera, maybe. So that plays into it. But again, with it being Chris Brown, knowing his legacy, knowing his discog, bro, like it's fine, right? He gets a pass here. But I'm not
He definitely gets the pass.
I'm not expecting Chris Brown to necessarily like blow this out the water and be the face of R&B after this album. I don't necessarily think that's on the way, but I do think this is going to be still a great R&B project.
I am with you, and I don't expect him to walk away from this the face of R&B. I think there's been an entire time period where he was the face of R&B, and a lot outside of the music would have to be done that Chris in his day and age, especially like I said, and let me double check to make sure I'm saying everything right with the independent part, because I know there was a big portion that he was independent, but I could be wrong. RCA, but it's his own label. I think we could tomorrow hear the best Chris Brown album you've ever heard. I think he could release a Thriller tomorrow. I think he could release one of the best R&B albums you've ever heard in your life. I think you could not expect, but potentially hear the best Chris Brown album you've ever heard tomorrow. But I still don't think that makes him the face of the R&B space.
Yeah, and see, I don't agree. Like, I don't think this is going to be the best Chris Brown I've ever heard. I'm not feeling that. I am still feeling it's going to be good, but I don't see that.
I don't feel it either. The only thing that I'll say is outside of, did he not have a self-titled album like a couple of years ago?
Nah, the first album is self-titled, ain't it?
What's the black and white album that came out?
Breezy, okay.
Yeah,
Breezy, my bad.
Breezy, when that one came out, this was heavy R&B.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was really
that had Warm Embrace and all of that, I remember.
I'm trying to think of the word. I was really impressed by that album. There was still some records that weren't all R&B there, but me knowing Chris being one of the best of the best at this, and he's going head on at what he's the best at, I do think that door is open there for you to receive Chris's best work.
Yeah, I understand that point.
And now, like I think he was 16, and those hits were just the hit factor was really, really, really big back then. Like, of course, do you ever top those first two albums of hits? I'd go ahead and say no, but Cari, I don't. When you got Chris Brown in Chris Brown's bag for 27 songs, I don't know how he could miss it. Tank, Bryson, Leon, Lucky, Cari, there's a lot of room there that even if this wasn't the best Chris Brown album you've ever heard, he's got enough spots on here to pepper the good songs throughout to where you still think that by the time it's over.
Yeah, that's possible.
Maybe it's just because Chris is Chris that I feel like that possibility exists there.
And you're not wrong. I mean, I don't think anybody is wrong for thinking that or feeling that, again, just due to what he's done and the artist that he truly is. But Yeah, it's just hard for me again, and I know you weren't necessarily saying this just for yourself, just throwing it out as a possibility. It's still hard for me to think that tomorrow this is going to be better than anything he's ever dropped. Do I still think he has hits? Do I still think he flows well with the features? Do I still think he makes noise in the R&B space? Absolutely. It's Chris Brown once again. But I'm thinking of who has truly within the last, 3 or 5 years came in, whether they were a new artist or not, but the project being so strong, being so well, what's the word I'm looking for? Well received, where it's like they had a moment and they shine in that moment for a very long time. So of course I'm thinking of Leon. Of course I'm thinking of Giveon. Of course I'm thinking of even Lucky Day. Like he had his moment. We can go to the women, Kehlani more recently. So many different names where it's like they came in and they dropped the R&B album and a project that truly slowed everything down, and it was their moment. It was their time to shine. Chris Brown may not get that because it's Chris Brown. He's been here so long, right? But I don't even necessarily think like, and I don't want to say capable, but I just don't think like that moment right now that I'm talking about, that Chris Brown has that in the bag. And I may be wrong.
Oh, you bugging.
And I may be wrong.
27
songs, bro. Like, that's just a lot.
No, the songs, yes, I agree with you on that. Yeah, Pod. Y'all heard this nigga bugging? So, I'm not just trying to...
wrong, I'm flying.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm asking, in 2026, you don't think that Chris Brown is capable of putting out an album at a higher level than Mutt?
I'm not saying that. I'm not. This album, I'm not thinking that it's going to be higher than that. Nah.
And I can lean to agree with you, because if it was that caliber and that level, I would lean to say he'd be promoting it for a much longer time. But he is promoting this very hard right now, and I'm sorry, this is when that him factor starts to enter. Like, if Jay decided he was dropping an album this year, I would immediately put that, before it even comes out, as contender for album of the year this year. That when we talk the R&B space, every nigga that we talk about looks up to him. Every nigga that we talk about smoking the game, Giveon, Lucky, Leon, they're looking up to him.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And that's not for no reason. I think at any given time, and Chris is not one of those one that's really lost it. Mm-hmm. He ain't lost his pen. He ain't lost his voice. He hasn't lost his octaves. I think Chris is one of those ones that at any given time, if putting in enough effort, can go in and knock you out of the fucking box.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I'm not going to disagree with that. Maybe it's just for me.
It's just been a long time.
I was just about to say, maybe it's just because I haven't been wowed like that just from a single project, right?
Since Royalty, probably.
Yeah. And I'm thinking of these newer artists, Leon, obviously, Giveon, like being wowed. Like Beloved wowed me. Mutt wowed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forget what the tape Giveon had before Beloved, but nigga, that shit.
Oh, yeah. He's straightening up his tie on the cover.
What is it? Give or take or some shit? I don't even know, but like.
I can see it, boy. Like, Heartbreak, that Heartbreak Anniversary was on that one.
You know what I mean? Like,
wait, no. Beloved was the tie was Beloved, but the first one was Give or Take.
Yeah.
And when it's all said and done.
It's time. And that's where I'm saying, where I'm like, nah, nigga, like, they shut it down. And maybe Chris Brown necessarily can't, or we don't allow him to do it anymore because he's Chris Brown. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are new. Lucky Day came in, smash. You know what I'm saying? Giveon came in, smash. They were new. It's a new sound. It's a new era. We embrace newness. And maybe that's the difference for myself. I'm trying to figure out, like, really what it is. Maybe that's what it is, where it's like when Chris Brown comes, like, yeah, I play Chris Brown, but it's like, I've been listening to Chris Brown for 20 years. You know what I mean?
You don't know what it is, Corey?
What?
They won't let him be the biggest artist in the game anymore.
I mean, that is possible, but it could also be the music too, bro. Let's be honest.
That's true. But I'm saying what I was talking about outside of music, it wasn't even talking about that, but now that we're putting it in these terms, Cari, he could put out Thriller tomorrow, and they're still not going to let him be the face because they haven't let this nigga be the face since 2009. Like, now let's really talk that shit. Let's really talk that shit on why he's not allowed to be the face of R&B. Like, he should have been the face of R&B when Royalty came out. He fucked niggas back to sleep. What the fuck? For like 17 weeks.
That's crazy.
For like 17 weeks, I was calling my bitch home from fucking college. Like, bitch, I just flew in town today, nigga. Nigga, it was a drive home. I was telling that bitch I flew in town today. The fuck? But
Back to sleep.
oh my god, that whole album's amazing. But you think he can get back there? Like now, the first two Chris Brown albums,
No, that's 20 years ago.
he can't touch those.
Yeah, exclusive and Chris Brown.
Exclusive.
Nigga,
Now
that's 20 years.
Chris
ago,
Brown is
bro.
one. Chris Brown is one thing. Exclusive will probably never be done again. Like by most artists ever. By most artists
ever
for the rest of time.
Facts, bro.
I think he could reach royalty again.
Royalty, I'll give you that.
Royalty is the highest high he's had since
09.
Besides that Deuces Look at Me Now era.
And that's right before Fame?
That's 2000. No, that's Fame. That's 11.
Okay.
I don't think Chris gets there.
Nah.
No, that's as big as Chris has
2011.
ever been in his whole life. That's bigger than 06, 07, Chris. 2012, bullshit for the birds, Chris. Oh my God. Look at me now, Chris. Oh my God. Yeah, that's cocky big. Cause like, nigga, I beat this bitch and y'all let me come back into the game and put a number 1 on the board. Nigga, y'all better shut the fuck up before I throw this chair out the window.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to shut the fuck up? Oh, he threw it, y'all. All right.
This nigga's crazy.
But I think we've been there with Chris Brown too long.
Long enough, yeah.
Album drops tomorrow, highly anticipated. That's probably the first place I go tomorrow.
Yeah.
But since we've been in the topic of these R&B powerhouse artists, let's stay there and let's go Giveon.
Yep.
He's set to drop not this Friday, but next Friday.
Same day as The Boy.
Yeah, same day as The Boy. Beloved Act 2.
5 new tracks. These are stacked too.
I can't wait for this, Corey.
You got 5 tracks. The first one is a solo, no feature. Number 2, you got Kehlani. Number 3, you got Leon. Number 4, you got Sasha Keeble. And number 5, you got Teddy Swims. Like, all of these really sound
amazing.
good.
That
bro.
sounds
like this shit sound incredible already.
Yeah, and even though Kehlani is probably my favorite out of that list, you just shat. So I'm looking forward to that Sasha Keeble like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that one called Replica. I like that name. Leon, that's called Fool Me Once. Kehlani is called Save Some For Me. And Teddy Swims, that one's called Keeper.
All of those records are going to be good.
Yeah, bro.
Beloved was absolutely, it was amazing. That was a knockout album. And had it not been for Leon Thomas and Mutt, I would have been safe to say Giveon sweeps every R&B record, like album. Oh, I'm sorry, award. But yeah, that Mutt was just a fucking monster. Ooh. Like you couldn't escape Mutt.
Yeah, you couldn't deny it.
Like it was a bad year having to sit in the R&B category next to Leon and Mutt.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to this new Giveon coming out.
Yeah, facts. Not too much that I have to say. Just like you said, next week, obviously we're going to be playing you know what, but definitely going to find some time to play this as well next week.
I can't even lie to you though, Corey. As much as I love Giveon and I love Beloved, love Beloved, I might not make it to this album until Monday or Tuesday.
Understandably.
Mama the boy.
You know?
And we will save the Iceman talk for Monday.
Of course. All next week.
Yeah.
All next week.
Yeah, we're going to ice the week out. Yeah. Ice the world, nigga. Yeah, we're going to ice the world,
We're
man.
going to freeze the weekend.
Freeze the fucking world, man. You get more excited as the week goes by? I mean, as the time comes by?
No, not necessarily, but I think next week I probably will. And I don't know if I'm going to do it yet, so I really don't want to say it, but it's a possibility. And I don't know with the guy's schedule.
Blunts is in the building, Corey.
Things is looking like
Blunts is in the building.
I low-key want to do a listening session with the guys, like for the album. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see.
I'm with that.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm with that for sure.
So we'll circle back on that next week.
Yeah, that sounds like a great fucking idea.
Yeah, bro. But it'd be Thursday night. You know, niggas gotta wake up Friday and things. I understand. So like, if it don't happen, it's fine. If you can't make it, if I do it, it's fine. But we'll touch base on that next week.
I have a light Friday every Friday, so I will show up to work hungover. I will show up hungover.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and move on. That really takes care of the music. We talked Isaiah Rashad post the release. We talked Chris Brown coming out tomorrow. We talked Giveon next week. Let's go into some of the biggest events and topics of this past few days. Kari, the Met Gala was Sunday or Monday, one of those two.
Yeah, I think Sunday.
And what a huge fucking event and extravaganza the Met Gala is every single year. The who's who of who's who get together. They put on the strangest fucking outfits you've ever seen in your entire life based off of whatever theme the Met Gala makes up. They all show up, they do the red carpet, and then they go inside to this ultra secretive event. And I do have more information on that, but I'm pretty sure, and I don't want to confuse this, Met Gala, this is Met, like Met Life Insurance type shit.
So.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
I mean, we do this every year. We ask the same question, like, what is the Met Gala? How do you get invited? Who's over there?
And that's why I made sure I had a full set of info this time around. But yeah, I do believe it is like MetLife. And I mean, I've had insurance for you niggas forever, and you've never invited me to the Met fucking Gala.
Very funny.
But from what I learned after doing some research over this, Kari, this is a big ass, like, you remember the event that they auctioned off the two girls on White Chicks?
Oh yeah, and the Hamptons or whatever.
This is a steroid version of that.
Yeah.
I found out that the Met Gala is basically just a really, 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 really big rich people's fundraiser for Met. That's why they get the who's who, the richest of the richest in the building, because they want these motherfuckers to donate.
Yep.
And yeah, it says right here, it's actually the beginning. You have the red carpet arrivals, and that's what you see all of the pictures of. After that, all of the red carpet and camera crew goes away, and they hold that actual private event.
Right.
They have a cocktail hour after that. And this is all inside of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. So I guess every year they unveil a new exhibit. And that exhibit is going to I believe, it's either based off of what they showed up for this time, or it's giving them a first look of what's going to be for next year.
Okay.
Type shit. After the cocktail hour, they have a formal dinner. After the formal dinner, they have performances. It says in the past they've had performances by people like Rihanna, Madonna, Ariana Grande, The Weeknd. But they said the real social scene it's basically a fashion event, a billionaire networking event, a celebrity social event, a luxury fundraiser, and like a cultural status ritual.
Luxury fundraiser is the best explanation.
It's a luxury fundraiser.
Yeah. You can't get in.
The picture, yeah, it's a motion party. It's definitely a motion party. That is the Met Gala is the definition of a motion party.
Yeah, that should have been a theme song this year.
The fucking video for motion party should have been a reenactment of the Met Gala.
That'd have been fire.
But, and this is something I didn't know when I was doing some research on it this year, it's almost like Augusta National, where they have a strict no phone policy, but what they say is none of the celebrities like abide by the policy. They don't use them, but they still have them. And anytime you see pictures leaked from the Met Gala that aren't red carpet, you'll usually see artists or celebrities huddled up in a bathroom together, And that's because it's a no phone environment. That was the only place they had to be able to pull the phone out. So most pictures, any pictures that you see of the Met Gala that are not red carpet are going to be inside of a dressing room or bathroom.
Yeah. And it's become a thing. Like people look forward to that every year.
Every single year, yeah, of taking Met Gala bathroom pictures and shit like that.
Right.
But are there any that stood out to you this year? I'll say I saw one, and this nigga is absolutely crazy. You saw Bad Bunny?
Yeah. I did.
What the fuck?
He was dressed up like
An old man.
Yeah, but they say he took on like a look that somebody had did before. I think it was The Weeknd. Like something similar to
was that did. Dawn FM? Was that him doing Dawn FM?
Yep, that's what it is. Yep.
Wow, I'm starting to look at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he did Dawn FM.
Yep.
You know what? That's not even weird anymore. And you know what? I fought with you, young nigga. You know what? I fought with you, young nigga. I don't remember too many outfits. They're all outrageous. I remember seeing Beyonce, Jay, and Blue. Blue went viral. She didn't want to take them fucking sunglasses off. Yeah. There's videos of the camera crew or the photographers asking like, Blue, can you take them off? Can you take them off? And it got to the point where Jay-Z goes over to her and he's like, baby, take the glasses off. She still didn't take the glasses off. Yo, Blue needs a whooping.
Needs a whooping is crazy.
No, but she's got her own.
Yeah, she's her own person.
Attitude.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's, I don't know. She's
not a kid anymore.
Teenager, right? But like,
she's born, I believe. I remember when that happened, that whole thing, and I believe we were 8th graders back because it was a really big deal, which makes that 2011.
So she's like 15.
2021. Yeah, 15.
Yeah, 15 this year probably.
Yikes.
That's crazy.
Why weren't the other kids there?
Because they're not 15.
That was a good response, Cari.
Yep.
Any other reason why they might not be there?
Can't get in. She's not even supposed to be there, honestly.
Ah.
There's an age limit, like for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
What if they were 15?
By the time they're 15, J and B probably won't even be going to the Met Gala anymore. So, yeah.
Okay.
They probably won't be showing up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest though, like Met Gala, I mean, I know it comes around, we see it, you see the pictures, you cannot see the pictures, but I don't really pay too much attention to it.
I don't either. I mean, there's something backdoor and secret society-ish about it.
All that shit that we were just talking about earlier, like it's that. And
that is the Met Gala.
And, you know, like sometimes you just, and I don't really care too much about this. I just saw people talking about it, but like sometimes you want people to like stand up for shit. And a lot of people are upset because Bezos is one of the like main sponsors for this shit. And I'm sure there's other people, right? So they were like, why are you going to these events? And I'm like, bro, like I get y'all the fake outrage, whatever. I understand. But I'm just saying all that to say I could care less about the Met Gala. It's cool to see the artists show up. And I think it was more cooler when like the Migos and shit used to go, 2017, things like that, right?
Yeah.
They were trying to make it a thing. More so now for me, I really could care less. It is cool to see some of the outfits though, most of the time. Like really one that stood out as far as just like being clean. Coleman Domingo, that nigga was clean.
Yeah, I did see Coleman Domingo.
He was clean, bro. But like outside of that, like you just mentioned, like I don't really get into what that is and who supports it, who doesn't support it, who's over it, who's not over it, who's donating, who's not donating, all this shit. Like it's too much. That like it's not even my world. You know what I mean? Like I don't even associate my shit with that.
I would rather stay out of that.
But if you are not a fan, I understand. If you are a fan, I understand. But me personally, yes, somewhere, you know, I will never be. Like I don't even want to, even if I was invited, I don't even want to go. You know what I mean? Like that's not for me. But it's cool. I know why people do it. It's a status symbol, like you said. So all is well.
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't go because then if I got invited one day and I went,
you gotta eat your words.
Yeah. That would look pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's all good.
I don't have plans. I don't have plans. But you never know what happens when you get older.
Look at him leaving the door open.
Yeah, right. Maybe I would open the CIA books and shit.
Maybe you would. Red pill, blue pill, nigga.
No, I'm just playing. But I I don't have too much more on Met Gala. Hopefully we covered this year for you guys and we provided a bit more insight of what the fuck goes on there. Mm-hmm. But moving forward, let's get into Spirit Airlines, Cari.
Yeah.
We talked last pod about how they were in grave danger of going under. And if that wasn't last pod, it was the pod before.
Before that, I think.
Yeah. They were in real danger. And you could see a folding, a shutdown for Spirit Airlines coming in the very near future. Mm-hmm. Cari, that was fucking quick. May 2nd, which was 3 days ago, something like that, 4 days ago, 5 now, since we're at Thursday. Spirit Airlines has officially shut down, stopped flying, and have canceled all operations. Over 20,000 employees were let go basically on the spot.
Damn, bro.
This comes after all of the turbulent issues that we talked about them having a couple pods ago, bankruptcy, merger plans with people like JetBlue, Frontier, stuff like that. They fell through, and then it landed them in a really bad financial place. Yep. The gas prices for fuel just start to skyrocket right when our financial position is the weakest. Mm-hmm. All of that takes a tumble. We start to eye a government bailout. The government bailout falls through. Holy shit.
No saving them.
Yeah, and it got to the point where the government bailout was the only lifeline they had. And I'm listening to Trump say that shit fell through. I'm like, oh, they're done. The next morning you wake up,
it's over.
It's over. Yeah. I mean, there are people, I'm sure hundreds of thousands, that had a flight booked that next morning on Spirit. No, you don't.
Canceled.
No, you do not. Thoughts, because I mean, I care because this is a big moment in time. The same way like you had to watch Lehman Brothers go down. You had to watch Bear Stearns go down during that like subprime mortgage loan crisis and the stock market crash. Even if you don't care, these are vital moments in U.S. history.
Facts.
But I didn't ride Spirit regularly at all. I rode it once in my life. But tell me how you thought.
That more so, that's exactly how I feel. I don't necessarily care, but I do, or I am necessarily like being present and knowing like these things don't really happen. This is a moment. Like we've seen like Toys R Us close down. We've seen Radio Shack close down. Yep. We've seen now Spirit Airlines, close down. But that's really where I stand. I mean, it's crazy that it happened. I honestly thought when Trump started to talk, I thought a bailout was going to happen.
Same.
Although like we talked about it and how it don't really make sense. I'm not necessarily like on board with that, like 100%, because I'm like, we could be using these funds for other shit. Like,
and we pay for that.
Right, exactly. So I wasn't necessarily on board. But when Trump started talking about it, I was like, okay.
It's probably on the way.
He about to come and save the day. But like you said, when that fell through, I knew it was going to be, I didn't know it was going to be the next morning.
You're out of options, though.
But yeah, man, Spirit, I think it was like 33 years that they were in business. And they never
crashed a plane.
Had a crash on their record.
Never crashed a plane.
So like,
I already knew where you were headed.
Yeah. So
under their terms, even though it was the most budget friendly and the ones that people kind of side eyed, Spirit Airlines was 150% the safest airline to ever fly. Statistically, the safest airline you'd ever fly on.
Yeah. So you got to give it up to that, man. Sometimes things end, and that's not necessarily always a bad thing. I do hate though for the people that lost their jobs. I saw pilots like on their last flights and shit, like having that get canceled. Obviously, like you said, if people are traveling, whether it be for leisure or work, that's getting canceled. And you got to think about all the people that truly like these are their jobs, bro. And you wake up the next day and you ain't got no job. Like, that's hard.
What about the lady that worked at the ticket counter? They may only work 18, 19, and she don't have a savings.
Yeah, bro.
Shit like that. And that's saying like, nope, fuck the severance package. Fuck all that. Tomorrow morning you don't have work. You don't have work ever again.
You don't get nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing, bro.
Yeah, no. That's the bad thing when these companies try to hold on like as much as they can, because in the past, I'm sure there were opportunities to close this business. Severance packages go out, like 12 to 24 month severance packages handing out.
Yeah.
But we're far past that. We've drained the account to zero. And like we said, we didn't know it would be that fast. But Cari, when they're that bankrupt and you're a publicly traded company, when that stock hits zero,
it's over, bro.
Yeah, like
it's nothing.
it doesn't matter whether you want to come in and clean your desk out.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you guys think in your mind we can go back out there tomorrow morning and bring this up, nigga. This is nothing.
The lights are off, bro.
It's nothing. Like you have
nothing we can do.
You have hit the floor.
Yeah, facts.
Literally, you're knocked out.
Facts. So again, what we started with, when you look at it that way, you think of just history, right? It's cool. I mean, I don't necessarily want to say cool. That's probably a bad term. But
probably right now.
Right. But
the CEO would say it.
Right. Just knowing that we're living again in like just crazy times, bro. We've seen so many like life-changing moments in our young years.
Just in our generation,
life,
yes.
Bro. So this is just another one of those moments. So yeah, I don't want to say cool. People lost their jobs.
It's not cool.
People's lives have changed forever.
But it is fascinating. Like, I hate saying stuff like that.
Right, it's a hard word to like try to pick.
Yeah, because there's even times, and I hate to seem like a morbid person, where deaths are like this. Yeah. Like, it's not fascinating. Right. It's not cool. It doesn't excite anyone. But there are always things that you'll look back at as monumental time periods. And this is one of those.
Yep. 100%.
But do you have more on that?
No, I don't.
Yeah, RIP Spirit. I didn't fly Spirit. The only thing that I will say is the reason why I may have a bit of negative emotion about this is because, do I fly these airlines? No, but we've gotten to the point where we're down to just about one or two budget friendly airlines, and not everybody has the money to go out on a summer vacation and fly Delta or fly United or fly American, or definitely not to get on like a Virgin or something like that. At this point, you had Frontier, Spirit, and Sun Country. I wouldn't even step on a Sun Country flight.
Nigga, like, I've never even seen one of those planes before.
I haven't either, but like, it reminds me of a plane like you can hear. Like, like you can hear that motherfucker.
Yeah. Speaking of that, have you seen that surveillance footage of that plane?
I won't watch it.
Oh, why not?
Didn't people die?
No. Nobody died, but I think they were like in New Jersey or New York. There was a plane that was landing, and it hit a light pole as it was landing, and the light pole like hit a.
Oh, the driver. Yeah. Okay. I thought you were talking about the plane crash. I forgot where it was. It was something in the last week.
No.
It was like 8 people that died from it.
I don't be watching shit like that.
Yeah. No, but I did see that. I haven't seen the video, but I've seen bro. Shout out, bro.
United Airlines flight. So basically, yeah, they're in Newark, New Jersey. And basically, I guess at this airport, the final like landing, the approach, the runway is very close to the highway. And so planes come in low all the time, and they say it was very windy on this day. But as this plane is coming in, crossing over the highway, it clips a light pole. As it clips the light pole, that light pole hits the truck driver, smashes his windshield. They still land safely, but the plane has damage, right? There's a hole on the side of the plane. The landing gear is kind of damaged. And I'm like, bro, this is insane.
Fuck the plane though. What about bro?
He's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Minor injuries. Obviously some cuts. They said he was hospitalized. He's
like,
fine.
cause y'all niggas not finna. I'm suing.
Oh, of course.
Like,
somebody. Like, bro, like,
I mean, like 10 million. Like, not one. I need like 10 million.
Yeah. You gotta watch the video if you ain't seen the video. It's really crazy.
I'm doing anything. No, I do need to watch the video.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
I'm doing anything that gets me to I'm pissed myself as soon as that shit. Like I've said this on the pod before. First, like any hit I ever get in, like from here on out, I'm gonna piss myself immediately. calling 911, telling them I pissed myself. Apparently, you pissed yourself. It's like an extra $2,000 off rip. 2 racks.
You gonna say a bigger number than that?
Nah. I think if you piss yourself, it's like 2 racks.
Nigga,
like
you know how fast 2 racks go. Nigga.
I know, Bakari. Like, imagine not getting 2 racks. Like, I don't care if it's a random nigga in a sedan with Geico.
Yeah.
You hit me, I pissed. And they gonna know I'm milking it too. Like,
I'm sorry, it was just a fender.
I'm gonna be the worst nigga to hit, bro. Like, the thing is, by the time I step out the car, my jeans gonna be soaked. Like, sir, you all right? Do I look all right? I fucking shit myself.
You said my jeans are gonna be soaked.
Yeah. You better get a fucking cop here, buddy. Yeah. The nigga,
oh my God.
The nigga that hits me next is gonna know immediately what type of nigga I am.
Nah, you funny, bro. You are funny.
Oh man. No, y'all niggas think I'm being funny. Y'all do not want to see the next nigga that hits me.
Facts.
Oh man. I don't have too much more on Spirit Airlines.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm ready to move on. Car, let's move on to one of the wildest business stories that's going on right now.
Okay.
And we're gonna give the headline. We'll talk about it, and then we'll talk about why it's wild as fuck. Okay. Car, this week, actually a North Texas native company, GameStop. Of course, GameStop at this point is nationwide, worldwide, but that started here in North Texas.
Mm-hmm.
They made a $55 to $56 billion offer to acquire eBay. Number one, I don't know why this motherfucker wants eBay so bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
But this has been some of the most talked about, or one of the wildest business insider stories you've heard all week. And I'm going to say thoughts in just a second, but the reason why it's so pressing or so wild is because, Corey, eBay is not up for sale right now. Not even the slightest bit. And from what I've read and what I've been told, this offer is completely unsolicited.
I have even more to add. You're correct.
Okay.
I didn't know eBay was like possibly going under. That's one. Mm-hmm. But again, they're not even for sale. And then the CEO of GameStop, whatever, he don't even have all the funds that he's offering. They were saying he was gonna borrow $20 billion to pay for this deal, which I'm like, huh?
Corey, listen to this.
Okay, tell me more.
That's going on right now.
Tell me more.
He made an offer somewhere between 55. I'm sorry, the deal is valued around 55 to 56 billion.
Okay.
That's what he offered. GameStop at this moment is roughly worth $12 billion. Nigga, his assets
That's what I'm saying.
Don't even scratch the surface of purchasing this motherfucker.
Right. It's weird.
And from what I'm reading right now, it's saying that he's using about $125 a share. Or it says, yeah, he's made an offer for eBay at $125 a share, mm-hmm. partially cash and partially GameStop stock. And maybe this is just me. If eBay is going under and they're worth $49 billion, GameStop has much more to fucking worry about, including revitalizing their company rather than you trying to purchase an entirely different company with money you do not have.
Yep. And GameStop was just under not too long ago.
I was pretty sure. I was thinking in my head, me just being a forecaster, I'm like, GameStop, as we've entered the digital gaming era,
yeah,
GameStop can't be doing too well. And then you just reminded me of that. They did hit bankruptcy a few years ago, right?
Something along those lines. They were losing a lot. Yes, that just happened within the last obviously 5 since COVID. Because you remember COVID, that's when that short stock through GameStop happened by that like guy on the internet named like something Kitty, something like Kitten. It's a whole movie about that shit. You can go watch it. But I think within the last maybe 3 or so years, I believe they were like under at a certain point or filing for bankruptcy. It was something along those lines.
They didn't go bankrupt, but they said in the years 2019, 20. They were very close because physical game sales were collapsing, downloads were replacing discs, malls were dying. They had too many stores and the revenue was falling.
So maybe did they just start closing stores? It was something.
I think they started closing up a lot of stores.
Okay. Which makes sense. You don't really see too many. We see it here because like I think the headquarters is still here, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like obviously we see it here, but I wonder for people who don't live in North Texas, like
if they're seing
GameStop,
a lot less of them.
Yeah.
And it says right here, sorry guys, whoa. They've been able to hold on because they closed tons of unprofitable stores.
Okay.
They cut their costs aggressively. They built a large cash reserve. They diversified. So now GameStop is doing collectibles and cards rather than just games.
Okay.
And they've gotten into the crypto and trading card like
I'm wondering where
online space.
Yeah, thank you because I'm like, bro, where's this money coming from?
Yeah, I was wondering too because y'all niggas ain't in there just selling games anymore.
Nah, bro, like it just don't happen that way. Everything's digital. But that stock, like I said, that was in 2021. I'm reading that. That really upped them up a little bit, but I don't know. This is still weird to me. I just don't understand it. Why is eBay so attractive for a company like GameStop? I can't connect the dots.
And yeah, let's see if I have that part in here.
And while you're pulling that up, if it's so attractive, eBay once again, why isn't anybody else trying to buy it?
Card,
like Amazon.
We just said it and we didn't even think about the correlation.
What?
The collectibles, the game card, like the gaming, the cards, the playing card, the sports cards. Once they own it, they would own the inventory of all of these. We'd be able to transfer a lot of this stuff over to GameStop and flood and really make a lot of money here in the gaming card and collectible scene. It says GameStop has this is where the collectible angle comes in. GameStop has quietly pivoted hard away from just physical games. They moved into Pokemon cards, PSA, sports cards, retro games, collectibles, authentication, resale markets. It says they've already partnered with PSA grading and recently relaunched power packs for graded cards. So they said eBay is basically the king of cards. So the pitch is basically to combine GameStop stores and eBay's marketplace and turn it into a collectible / e-commerce giant that competes with Amazon.
All right. That makes more sense.
Makes a lot more sense.
The e-commerce, all of that makes more sense. And the last part, competing with Amazon because they're already dominating that space, that world. But good luck.
Good luck is correct because I do still think you're very hard pressed and far fetched to get this locked down.
And I honestly don't think it happens. You have to, nigga, you're trying to borrow $20 billion. Who just borrows? First off, like, who are your friends? I want to have your friends. Nigga, can I borrow?
Real shit.
Can I borrow $20 billion, bro?
$20 billion?
Like, bro, that's a lot to borrow. You know what I mean? Because that means you got to pay that back.
But whoever it is definitely sees the vision. They see the vision.
They have to.
After reading, I see the vision.
Yeah, the market. But if eBay is falling or going under, because people were saying, okay, I saw this when the news first hit. People were like, who even shops on eBay? Who even goes to eBay? And
nerds that buy playing cards.
And I was like, I think y'all not paying attention. I'll be on eBay. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit I've bought from eBay in the last few years. Like it's still prominent. It may not be as prominent as it was. But then when you started to talk about the e-commerce world, the card trading world, and like the collectible world that eBay is.
That's what eBay is.
That makes more sense to me now.
And I'm sure anybody that's still using and spending money on eBay, 90% of it has to be collectibles, cards, antiques, things like that.
Yeah, definitely.
So that makes sense. Like I said, I think their CEO's name at GameStop is Ryan Cohen. Yeah, Ryan Cohen. good luck, my nigga. For real, you're going to need all of it. But let's go ahead and move on, Corey. This one's a bit interesting. You seen that hantavirus or whatever it is that's going on this cruise?
On the cruise ship, I have, yes, sir.
This is actually wild. So there's a ship that's been traveling or that had been traveling from South America across the Atlantic. There was a big sickness or disease or virus, whatever you want to call it, that broke out while everybody was aboard. It was considered some sort of hantavirus. We hear about different types of viruses that I guess have existed for decades and decades and decades, that one sickness happens and you hear about it and you're like, holy shit, I didn't even know this existed. But apparently it's been around forever. Like, I didn't know that coronavirus had been existed. Then niggas was like, oh, SARS is a coronavirus. And I'm like, oh my God. Nigga, I was 2 when SARS came out. And from what I'm reading right now, the hantavirus, it's like coronavirus. There's different mutations and variations of it. But what I'm seeing is it's a rodent-borne virus. So you have to get this from some sort of rodent. The rodent is the source. Now, you can get it from a human, but they're saying hantaviruses spreading through humans is not likely and it's not probable, except for this strain of the hantavirus. It says
that just appeared out of nowhere, huh?
Yeah, this one they said is the Andes virus of hantavirus, found mainly in Argentina and Chile. It's one major exception to the communicable part. It says it has caused rare human to human outbreaks, and that is what's occurred on this cruise. Apparently, this cruise that was supposed to be a luxury cruise was so fucking dirty that feces or remnants from these rodents that carry this virus have stuck there in cabins, in rooms, in decks, in cafeterias of this cruise ship, that people have been able to breathe in particles from mouse or rat urine or droppings.
Fuck, bro.
Contaminated dust, cabins, sheds, campsites, like I said. And from that point, one person was able to breathe it in, take it, spread it to another person, spread it to another person. So there were quite a few people. It says 7 or 8 confirmed cases or suspected cases were confirmed aboard the ship. As of today, there have been 3 casualties. There have been 3 fatalities, guys. Several passengers have been medically evacuated, and it said the ship was temporarily stranded near Cape Verde before being allowed to head towards Spain's Canary Islands, where, they did emergency evacuations, things like that.
Yeah, and I believe people have went back home now at this point.
Yeah, and I've even asked a little question and gotten some answers of what is the possibility this disease has made it back to mainland to affect others. And of course, I'm not gonna just roll with this because I asked ChatGPT. But it says the possibility of isolated cases reaching the mainland are extremely real and have probably already happened through passengers, crews, or medical staff moving through airports. They said it's not a large scale thing right now, but the possibility of it becoming large scale exists. Oh. But it's not anything that you would consider an epidemic or a pandemic at the time.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people, and that's something else that it said there. Post coronavirus, any virus that pops up, you tend to get that feeling, but this should be contained, they said.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much to add to this. You pretty much gave, I think, all that was needed to say. But I've been reading, I've been seeing the headlines and news. It is scary, obviously. It's
definitely coming
off of the pandemic and the coronavirus. We know what that was. Obviously, there's fear. I'm not going to say like there wasn't a point where I thought like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But it's different this started on a cruise ship. It is something that can be contained, although all viruses can be easily spread. I'm not going to be naive to that. But at this moment, I'm not necessarily like really thinking too deep on this. But if you start to hear more outbreaks, you start to hear more deaths, more fatalities, then I think it becomes a bigger story, bigger news headline. But currently for me, not really thinking too much about it. But it's unfortunate for the people that were on the ship, for the people that lost their lives, for the people that were, exposed to this, thinking that you're just going to go on an electric cruise, spend time with your family, with your loved ones by yourself.
And now you have respiratory failure.
And now you got trouble breathing, respiratory failure. You may have passed away, unfortunately. And that could shift your whole life. You know what I mean? Like people, again, who were on the ship, exposed, are now off the ship, going back to their normal lives. You don't even know if you're right. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot of like questions, a lot of unanswered questions there. So, man, again, praying and hoping that this is contained and it doesn't grow more from here.
Because we've seen this before. We've seen
it 1,000 times. Yeah.
You've seen the Zika virus, how that happened.
Yeah.
Coronavirus. You even saw coronavirus take this same form on a cruise ship at one point.
Yeah.
Gosh, you remember when we were in high school and Ebola hit? Oh my goodness. Like, that was the first time I saw like one nigga get something. They put that nigga in a room by himself. Everybody coming in now got to have a hazmat suit on and shit. I'm like, holy fuck, is Ebola like that?
Yeah.
Tuberculosis. I remember when that shit got bad in the 2010s.
Yeah. Even, it may be like a lower level, but H1N1.
I was just about to say that swine flu. I had the swine flu.
Really?
Holy shit, that motherfucker was kicking. But
H1N1, man.
That's what's crazy is, this is how I know y'all did something crazy. Dog. That first coronavirus strain made every sickness I ever had my entire life look like pussy. Like, made Brian Gubble look like Malcolm X.
For the pod, like, we were living together at this time. And you were secluded, bruh. Like, you only came out your room to go to the restroom. And bro was going to the restroom a lot.
Holy shit.
All I remember is just the door opening and closing,
Holy shit, Cari. This
all I remember.
This was back before there was a vaccine and back before there was a cure. There was back before there was antibiotics for COVID. So what they put you on, especially if you were like me and you had asthma, because coronavirus, especially that first strain, was attacking the lungs. You had a respiratory system. They put you on this shit called amoxiclav. Amoxiclav is built to help you get better while also preventing you from getting other sicknesses while you're trying to recuperate from this. What nobody told me, even my fucking doctor, this shit wasn't on the fucking the bottle. They didn't have the instruction that said it.
Warning label.
Yeah, apparently you were supposed to take this shit after 2 full meals. I didn't know that. Not only did I not know that, I couldn't keep anything down anyway, and I was still expected to take it. So, yes, now the other end is the other end, which is whatever. And yes, that shit happen a lot. But like when I had COVID, the first 6 days probably, and that's crazy for a sickness. The first 6 days, like when you think of an illness or like a bacterial infection or a virus, you're like, oh, the first 2 or 3 days. Nigga, the first
almost
6 days, I probably threw up 5 or 6 times a day. Like,
damn.
I remember my pops came to drop off some shit to me.
Mm-hmm.
And
moms too.
Yeah, but when Pops came, I don't remember what I was doing. I had my shirt off. He was like, nigga, I can see all your ribs. He was like, I can see all your ribs, and I couldn't see them before.
That's crazy.
Like, real shit, I think I lost like 10, 15 pounds just in this bitch throwing up. But yeah, that first one, and I forgot what it was after. I didn't have that one, but like that Delta strand, I think it might have been or Omicron one. I think the Delta was the second one.
Yeah, I think so.
Boy, that first strand, that Delta, that shit was knocking niggas off earth.
Chill out, bro.
Bruh, like that shit was killing niggas. Like, and that was back in such a scary time that Fuck, you never had COVID?
I ducked it, man.
It was such a scary time that you were living in the fear of seeing everything that was happening to everybody. And when you got diagnosed, it's like, holy fuck, am I gonna die?
Yeah, not knowing what was gonna happen to you next.
Yeah, sure. Like imagine, I mean, of course it's not like this sexually, but like real shit, imagine getting diagnosed with HIV in the 80s. And if you can make it, there are a lot of people that make it, of course, but you turn on the TV and all you see on the TV is the death toll rise every day. It's at hundreds of thousands. So you looking at this shit and you leaving the doctor telling you got it, you don't feel good day 3, day 4, day 5. Like,
losing weight.
Yeah, you like, holy shit. Like, am I gonna fucking die, nigga?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Scary. And my niggas went to fucking Colorado without me. Crazy. I was in that bitch dying.
Shout out to the
Them niggas was like, all right, man, we gonna go smoke weed in the mountains for a few days, bro. We'll be back.
Let us know if you need something, though.
Fuck y'all niggas. Yeah, let us know if you need something.
Let us know if you need something.
Hit us up, though, if you're not good. Fuck you
we'll
niggas
send someone through.
Yeah, fuck you niggas
That's
gonna
crazy.
do.
It's all right, though. We doubling back.
That's correct. Nigga, don't act like we just doubling back. Like,
well, he is, though.
Nigga, we don't even know how long everybody's gonna be in town. Niggas might be in town that day.
Just for a day on some shit.
Nah, I might make a little trip out of that.
I'm trying, but yeah, we gotta figure out. It's Labor Day week, so like,
is it?
Yeah, bro.
Is it on Labor Day weekend?
It's the week of Labor Day.
Huh. Mm-hmm. I might take that goddamn week off.
Yeah, I thought that's what you was gonna do initially.
The plans were to have day before, day after, shit like that covered. The whole week, I might fuck with that though.
Yeah, it's the week of Labor Day.
Yeah, I might fuck with that.
Yeah.
Give me a little B&B.
Hey man, but you know, niggas is 30 plus. Niggas is married and babies. The baby's gonna be here by then for the gang.
I'm not married. I don't have a baby.
I said for the gang.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah. All right.
So like, it's gonna be a little different. I know what you're saying. Like compared to how it was.
I'm good.
2020.
I ain't no baby.
Shut up, nigga.
I'm not married. That is you niggas' problem.
But yeah, I'm trying to make a trip out of it for sure.
For sure.
We're gonna be in the mountains, bro. It's probably gonna be snow. Like it's gonna be fire. Can't wait.
No way it's snowing in September.
I mean, I hope so. I'm making that up, but
I'm with it though.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
It snowed last time we went, but that was November when we went. So I guess that's closer to, winter time. But
fuck y'all niggas, man, bro, it's beautiful, bro. Let's move on before I get pissed off. We got one more topic. That's a little sports-ish. Stefon Diggs, Cari. Stefon Diggs was on trial for about 2 days.
Bro, this is the fastest case I've ever seen.
Right to a quick and speedy trial. Like they gave that nigga the right to a quick and speedy trial,
bro.
And if you're not privy to what we're talking about, last year around December, at the end of December, reports came out that Stefon Diggs was facing a felony strangulation and assault charge tied to an incident that happened earlier that month with, I believe, some housekeepers.
A chef
in his house. You're right.
Yeah. Private chef.
Yeah, his personal chef. I'm not gonna say her name, but yeah, she claimed that he choked her and assaulted her in his home in 2025. The team that he was with says that it was just, like sports reasons and whatnot that they released him. They released that nigga immediately. They said it was like contractual shit.
Yeah.
They released that nigga in March.
And more so, you talking about the team. My bad. I thought you were talking about the case.
Yeah, no, they were like, we're doing contract negotiations.
Nah.
Nobody.
After the Super Bowl loss, they was like, we good.
Yeah. But from the very beginning, Stefon Diggs pled not guilty. And he was found not guilty.
Yeah, pretty quick, easy case here, like you said. And the only thing I wanted to add about the chef, everything you mentioned was true, but it was reported that more so they took on like a romantic relationship, and that's kind of like what this boiled down to.
He was fucking her.
Right?
Yes.
So that's kind of like how I guess we got to the point of a strangulation, assault, whatever it was, because there was some tiff or rift in this so-called personal chef, private chef, maybe romantic relationship, whatever you want to call it. But when they got to court and the evidence started to be shown, Shorty, really didn't have much of a case. And, they made this so easy.
By evidence, she took no photos of her injuries.
Yeah.
She sought no medical treatment.
Yeah.
It says there were delays, like days plus, in reporting the incident.
Yep.
The testimony from people, there were testimonies from witnesses and people around Stefon Diggs who said they saw no signs of assault. They never saw him assault her. There are other people that maintain parts of his property that were there. They didn't see anything.
Boy.
Yeah, and it even says here there was video and social media evidence that was posted not only by him but her that contradicted her accounts.
Right. She was saying that she was so like beat up and sore or something like that, but there was a video around the same time period where she was like dancing, doing a Dougie or some shit. So they showed that in court. But she was supposed to be like sore and beat up. But there was, visually no injury or nothing to her appearance to show that she was hurt. So yeah, that was like the main thing that they used to be like, hey,
cut it the fuck out.
You gotta show us more. So
and the jury, they didn't even believe this shit.
Bro, the jury was so on Stefon Diggs' side, like it was so one-sided. You usually don't see that in situations like this, especially with a professional athlete. You know what I mean? Especially with someone with a track record like Steph.
Yes.
Like usually it could go the other way. I was so shocked to hear everybody say not guilty. It was crazy.
Cari, the jury only deliberated for an hour and a half.
Oh my God. I didn't even know that. Wow, this is crazy.
And like in my head, they have like this timer of like hour and a half. They're like, all right, we have to at least deliberate for an hour and a half.
Right.
And they got down to the end. They were like, all right, no. All right, let's go back out there.
It was in there like Cole and Martin.
Literally.
just eating.
Right to a speedy trial or a quick and speedy trial is the definition of this case. Mm-hmm. It was tossed out, dismissed, not guilty. And hopefully now Stefon Diggs can go on about continuing his NFL career.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully somebody pick him up, him and his brother. It's not looking good. It's looking more better for Steph, though, but...
Yo, no, Trayvon.
Yeah, it may be over for Trayvon.
Yeah. But, that's pretty much it for me. I don't know if you have more on Stefon Diggs or for us on the pod today.
I'm good.
All right, man. That's been almost at 317. That's crazy. No, we 100 past that.
Come on now.
That's been 417. We'll see you guys back on Monday for 418. I'm Roderick.
I'm Jakari.
All right, man. We'll see you guys next time.